I want to be you, bro. Thunder Fury! Bro, are we nuts right now, dude? He is him, bro. I don't like the sound of that, dude. Ah, what do you even mean? Why would you make this game? Run out, run out. Run those out. Go kill yourself. Go kill yourself. Let's go. DPS. Let's go! Let's go, baby! Oh, I almost body blocked long enough. I'm insane! Are you kidding me, bro? Mon-Sat! Ah! No! You gotta be kidding me, bro! How did I go to the wing side? I'm falling. Grab the roof! Grab the roof! No! I need a second. I need a second.
Get the grab behind us.
Dude, look at all those concentrates, dude. All paladin rage for the win, baby. Good morning. Top of the 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 morning to ya. Is that a wild kissy in the chat? What's up, Dodgin Calisandra? Oh, Icon ladies in the house. What's good, friends? We got so much content today. We have an absurd amount of new World of Warcraft information. They're making their biggest WoW raid in WoW boss ever. New dungeon rotation, new tier sets, new mounts. Now everybody gets Shadow Meld. Hey, now we got Ask a Pass or anything 10 a.m. Eastern. Oh, it's gonna be insane. No, 10 a.m. Wait, no, 10 a.m. my time. Sorry. 1 p.m. Eastern. I had to push up the Ask a Pass or anything time for today because I'm still technically attending that conference, which, by the way, guys, that conference for Christian game developers, bro, it's wild. I have met so many game developers. Guys, I got to sit down and talk with a guy that literally works on Minecraft. Like, just sat down, was having dinner with a guy that works on Minecraft. Literally insane. Literally insane. This conference has been so stinking cool. And I've loved it. I have loved it. And it's just been really cool, man. Been really, really cool. So I was there all of Wednesday evening. I was there all of yesterday from 7 a.m. to like 11 at night. And then I'll be going back today. So today's going to be a little bit of a shorter stream because the conference is still happening today. I am skipping the morning stuff so that I can stream. I was like, I got to stream today, bro. I got to do it. I got to stream. I just got to. But I will be ending my stream. Stream's only going to be about 3 hours today. I know it's short. I know I miss y'all. I miss y'all. But I'm making too many connections. Guys, I'm literally, you guys want to hear something crazy? Before we get into the WoW stuff, okay? Let me get in, before I get into some WoW stuff, put a 5 in chat if you want to hear probably who is the craziest person that I've met. And Icon Lady, you're going to love this one. You're going to love this one. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. Kissy, you freaking fracking crazy pirate pastor of positivity. Come on, somebody. I hope you have an amazing stream and an even better vacay. Come on now, even though I did not approve your vacay. Sir, I'm good to see you. What a legend. What a legend. Dashberry, today is the launch of our pizza shop. Bro, God bless you, man. Dude, can we get W's in chat? Can we get literal W's in chat for Dashberry? What an absolute chat. What an absolute chat. Let me tell you guys about who I met. Then I'm going to give you a quick recap on the next few days, okay? Then, Mystic Nikkei, we're going to have to sing happy birthday for you. Come on, it's going to be wild. Let me tell you about the coolest guy I met yesterday. We got a chance to spend like half a day with basically the guy that is in charge of all of gaming at TikTok. Wild. Like, I'm going to say what I just said again. We got to sit down and hang out with basically the guy that is in charge of all of gaming in TikTok. Like for hours, and just asking questions and pick his brain. And Icon Lady, I learned information that I didn't know was true, and I got information, like myths have been debunked. Myths have been debunked. Wild. Yo, so you appealed all your bands. Bro, it's so cool. And he was such a good guy, man. Oh, such a good guy. Great. So yeah, this conference, like I hated taking away some time from streaming, but I was like, bro, how, you know what I mean? Like, how are we not gonna sit down and like hang out with the guy that runs gaming at TikTok? Like, how are we not, you know what I mean? Like, how do you not do that? Like, you just, the answer is yes, okay? The answer is yes. Stranger danger. Come on now. Cal, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Come on now. But it was, yeah, Icon Lady is so cool. So cool. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. But friends, as some of y'all know, we have massive WoW news to talk about. Massive WoW news. I'm gonna keep on saying some hellos, and then we're gonna dive on in. We got videos to react to. I have literally like my computer has just like 37 tabs in front of me. We're gonna be going over them. We're gonna be talking through some new mounts, the new raid. I'm so excited to talk about the new raid because they're introducing the biggest WoW boss they've ever had. And guys, I feel loved. Okay, I feel so loved because I have a thing, and I talk about it often. I have a thing for ginormous bosses. I just think they're so cool, man. I think they're so cool. And so I've had people DM me, SouZy, they're making the biggest boss ever, and we know you love big bosses. So I'm like, dang, bro. You know what I mean? I feel loved. I feel seen. I feel seen. When you say biggest, you literally mean, yeah, it's the biggest WoW boss that has ever been created. And I am, oh dude, I'm so pumped, man. I'm so pumped. So thank you for all the DMs and those let me like feel seen and loved. Appreciate you. But yeah, there's new mounts, new season 3 dungeon. Oh, it's gonna be crazy. He's about 100 times the size when it's off. Yeah, I haven't fully read the article yet, so I'm freaking pumped to see it, dude. I am so pumped to see it. So guys, let me give you an update for today and tomorrow's stream. Today's stream is gonna be a little bit shorter because again, the conference is still happening today. It's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm just choosing not to go in the morning so I can at least get somewhat of a normal stream. So today's stream will be a little bit shorter because then we're gonna leave and then we're gonna go back to the very end of the conference. Tomorrow the conference is it's totally over, ends today. So tomorrow I'll be live almost all day tomorrow. I'll be live at my normal time, 11 a.m. Eastern. And obviously we got XP Church at 1:30. I'll be doing a bunch of keys and hanging out with the community throughout the day. And then at night, we got the game night, which you're going to want to be there. It's going to be amazing. I'm so pumped, dude. I'm so pumped. Cal, I'm not sure what you're referencing. The only thing on my couch is a penguin plushie. That's all I see. Are you referencing the sword on the wall? That's called the Ashbringer. That is called the Ashbringer. Friends, Sevens in chat, if you're ready to dive in all the WoW news, we're gonna start reacting to a video because I have to see the new raid. I have to see it. I have to see it, or at least I think it's the new raid. It might just be an overall view of the new patch. It might just be a new view of the new patch. My goodness gracious! Should we be posting in with the fact that you guys are there in our socials? So, I've been in an interesting spot. So. One of the things that they have been saying while we're at the conference is to just be really, really careful of pictures and stuff. This is unfortunate, sad news, but it is a real reality. Some of you guys may not know, but the game development scene they're going through a lot of hardship. People are getting laid off left and right. It's kind of a cutthroat industry. People will literally like just after a game is finished, just literally fire hundreds of people. It's kind of wild. But anyway, one of the things that is very, very real is that because this is like a conference for Christian game developers, at a lot of these companies, like being found out that you're a Christian, for some people, not all, every studio is different, actually can put your job at risk. Like sometimes people, they just, yeah, you can have your thoughts on that, think it's right or wrong, but it happens. So they've been mindful of like, hey, you know, just be really mindful of pictures and stuff because like people could lose their jobs. So, cause dude, when I showed up, I was like, bro, I got my selfie stick. Like, I'm ready to let's get freaking content for days, bro. And then they said that. I was like, oh, all right. Well, I'm not trying to get people fired. So, yeah, Taco. We can have our opinions on it, but it happens. And so I was like, I'm not trying to be the reason people are unemployed. So I was like, do I think this is super hype and would be awesome for my social media page? Absolutely. But like at what cost? You know what I mean? At what cost? So I did take some videos I'm gonna post on TikTok, but nobody else is in them. But it was so sad. It was so sad, right? Because I got a chance to sit down at a computer and all the game developers that are there is a computer set up with all of the games that are made by the game developers there. And so like I went to take out my phone and be like, guys, I'm at a Christian game developers conference and here's all the games that they made. I'm gonna play one right now. And I was like, wait, I can't do that. I was like, that literally just shows the exact games made. And I was like, I'm just not gonna do this. Yeah, so I do have some stuff that I'm gonna post, but there's no one else in the picture. And it just says like where I am, but there's very little context on what's happening. But really, really cool. It's really, 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 really cool. So again, not every studio is the same, but some of those is a real concern, but some of them it's not. So it depends on the person. But I'm ready to dive on in, dude. I'm ready to dive. Oh, Ike, yeah, absolutely. We'll let you know. We'll let you know for sure. Oh, and the plate, guys. The place is beautiful. It is at it's called the Oregon Garden Resort, I think, something like that. It's like 40 minutes from my house. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. It's breathtaking, guys. I love Oregon. I love Oregon. I love it. PNW for life. I know I'm brand new. I know I'm that. I know I'm that guy, but I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. All right, friends, let's dive on in. Let's dive on in, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? We have got the content for days, baby. Blizzard has just dropped an absolutely huge amount of information about Season 3, 11.2 in the World of Warcraft War Within expansion. We got videos to react to, things to talk through, new raids, new dungeons, Mythic Plus, and WoW's biggest boss ever. Coming in the new patch, ladies and gentlemen. Let's dive in. Let's check it out. Okay. Oh my goodness, the intro music is already amazing. Guys, by the way, say hi YouTube in the chat. Come on now. Come on now. Ooh, baby!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wowcast. Today, we're going to talk about the next major content update, Ghosts of Koresh.
By the way, does it feel like it's been a million years since we've had information? Because it definitely has.
To help us uncover what's in store, I'm joined by two developers who helped bring Koresh to life. Please introduce yourselves.
I'm Drew D'Souza, and I'm a lead encounter designer.
Yo, Souza! Bro, his is spelled with an S, but W's in chat, dude.
I'm Steph Yoon. I'm an associate lead quest designer, and I was also the point on this content.
That's
First
sick.
things first, what is Koresh and why now?
So Koresh isn't a new term to us. You know, way back in Burning Crusade, we first heard about them when we met the Ethereals in Netherstorm. And, you know, they told us tales of Koresh, a beautiful arid homeworld for the Ethereals, until Dimensius the All-Devouring came and consumed their world soul.
I remember this
we
dungeon.
helped the Ethereals get revenge in Netherstorm, and we thought the matter was finished. And for the first time here in Ghosts of Koresh, we'll be stepping foot on what's remaining of that planet, this shattered, void-touched land, because we've heard that evil forces are trying to resurrect Dimensius the All-Devouring, and if that happens, the Ethereals are toast, and then Azeroth will be next.
Dude,
yeah, that doesn't sound too good.
I already really like this like void type thing. I just recently started playing Disc Priest and their Void Weaver talent, hero talents, and so I think they're sick, and so dude, who knows? Maybe I'll main Disc Priest for this patch.
So, who's gonna help us try to stop Dimensius?
You know, with a threat like this, it's all hands on deck. Within the last major content update, Illyria sort of took a step back and undermined, but she'll be here front and center with her old mentor, Locust Walker, as he brings us to his old home planet. And the eager players among us will have already gone through the content in Legacy of Aerithor, where there is a feature called Lore Walking, which gives hints to sort of the content that's coming up here in Ghosts of Koresh.
Oh, that's
in
sick.
there, we learned that Venari and the brokers are interested in helping. Not only that, they've brought their entire city, Tazavesh, the Veiled Market, from the Shadowlands and placed it here.
Those were the Mythic Plus dungeons in Shadowlands, I think, right?
Right in Koresh. So we'll be able to use that as a home base. We're going to gather as much help as we can so that we can face Dimensius in the raid Manaforge Omega.
I'm excited to see Venari. I know a lot of other people are too. You mentioned the raid. Can you tell us more about that, Drew?
Yeah.
Absolutely, there's a lot to talk about. So our raid in Ghosts of Koresh is Manaforge Omega. It's a giant facility that's been built up on the planet to harvest.
Bro, look at the void vibes, dude. Okay, and I like the word. It's a giant facility, guys. Yeah, I'm in.
Cosmic energy. We're going to be fighting our way in and through it to take on Shadowguard's Ethereals, who are trying to revive Dimensius. While we're in there, we'll face down with an army of Ethereals still being wrapped, the creature they're harvesting silk from, and even a mysterious council of demons.
So that's a huge spider. Can we turn it into a crab by turning on the arachnophobia? I'm just picturing this thing, just a big floating crab just hanging from the ceiling. I really hope they let you do that, because the memes would be through the roof.
Demon hunters that have found their way onto Koresh.
Come on, Cal. You know you're gonna turn it on.
It's gonna end with a cosmic level battle with Dimensius, who is the big...
Hold on. We need to backtrack. Did we just get some sort of spoiler? Why does this demon hunter look void-like? He's got warglaives that look sick, but like his face is void-like. Huh. Oh,
and of course, it's going to end with a cosmic level battle with Dimensius, who is the biggest raid boss we've ever made.
Bro, chat, do you see what we're seeing? The biggest WoW boss ever made, and there is a platform that goes all around him. Oh, I need to see this thing to scale, because I am obsessed with nothing more than bosses that are so big you can barely see them on your screen. Like, I want the boss to be so big that they spend literally so many hours designing a boss, but all I get to see is like his belly button. Like, spend all the hours working on the pixels, but they're so big I can't even see them. For me, that is the mark of true epicness, bro. Because when you kill something so much bigger than you, you feel like a hero, baby. Oh, I'm so pumped for this, dude.
How big are we talking?
Like City of Stormwind sized?
What?
No shot.
Do you have any examples of boss mechanics in the raid?
One that I think is really cool is
That's
actually our
insane.
intro. Like I mentioned, this is a giant like mana intake facility, and we're actually going to come in through the pipe where they've taken the mana. We're actually going to utilize a artifact cloak we're introducing in Ghosts of Koresh, the Reshi Wraps, to turn ourselves into energy and trick the filtration system.
This looks amazing.
So our first boss encounter is against a warden that's overlooking these pipes, and we're going to need to go in and out of energy forms to survive.
I'm excited for my druid to have another artifact. So let's break down Reshi Wraps. What's the fantasy behind it?
Okay, that is super sick. Because I'll be honest, like I do enjoy the current raid, Liberation of Undermine, but I'm not a huge Goblin fan. So like, I'm enjoying it and playing it. It's fun, but it's definitely not my favorite tier ever. This looks absolutely incredible. This raid, I'm gonna try to do this raid like literally every week. This looks super good.
We wanted to give the players an upgradable artifact that had a visible component for transmogs, of course, because that's the true endgame of WoW, but didn't interfere with any tier sets. So the Reshi Wraps are an artifact cloak that helps us turn our bodies from corporeal into an energy form. You know, a very powerful person within the campaign helps us gather these ethereal artifacts and coalesces them into the Reshi Wraps.
But is this like the BFA cloak? And I do agree, transmogs are the endgame of WoW.
It turns our bodies into energy form and basically allows us to see the world through the ethereal's eyes. With this, we'll be able to interface with an outdoor activity called phase diving, which allows us to enter untethered space, which is an entirely different way to look at Koresh. It's an overlay that introduces new creatures, new objectives, new world quests, you know, new mechanics. And the cool thing about the Reshi Wraps, it sort of interfaces with so much content across Ghosts of Koresh. You can use it in the open world, you can use it in the dungeon, you can use it in the raid, and in delves as well.
Seeing the world in the eyes of ethereal sounds really, really cool. You mentioned delves. What is the new delve coming to?
And I'm really excited because this is the first new patch that comes out when my wife started playing WoW. And this is a patch I could really see her liking. especially because right now she's playing a Shadow Priest.
Koresh.
So we have a new delve coming in Ghost of Koresh, and this is called the Archival Assault. It takes place in the Azure Vaults in Dragon Isles.
New delve,
you
baby.
You might be familiar with that place, but this time it's chock full of ethereals, ethereal pirates, some brokers, and they're plundering the place, and we're going to put a stop to that with our buddy Bran. You'll be able to take advantage of your Reshi wrap to unlock unique challenge gateways. They might have boss rushes or unique challenge rooms and need the cloak to access them.
Nice.
Additionally, we're doing a little bit of a social feature in here where you'll be able to see your friend's presence. They might be able to leave you messages. You see their ghost running around where they died, maybe.
What? Yep. So I can make fun of my friend dying in a certain place.
And speaking of dying, let's talk about our nemesis for this season.
Okay.
You might be familiar with her. Her name is Nexus Princess Kaiveza.
Oh!
You have unfinished business with her in Nerebar.
Nerebar Palace. Yeah, she was the Blue Lines person. Yeah.
All right. She's got a whole new bag of tricks for you. She's not going to hold back this time, and it's a 1v1 scenario.
Yeah,
so
those lines. Yeah.
Up.
That's so exciting. I loved her fight in Nerebar Palace.
I did too.
I was always wondering where she vanished off to, because you don't actually defeat her. Let's head back.
See, this is y'all gonna hate me. I didn't know we didn't defeat her. Like when the boss unalives in the game, I just assumed like, hey, they're gone. I didn't know that they technically didn't unalive and now they're gone and now we're coming back. But you know what, dude? I'm down. I'm all down. This is why you should pay attention to raids. Listen to your raid leader, people. Okay? Listen to your raid leader. Oh, that'll be fun. I really enjoyed that fight. She says you haven't seen the last of me. Hey, you know what? I'm just focused on loot at that point. Let me tell you, when the boss goes down, I just want my loot. Okay, Kissy. Okay, with the Mythic Raider right here, y'all. Okay, first of all, after the stress of finally getting down a Mythic Raid boss, the nerd screams are so real. I have my in-game RP volume at like 4. So over the nerd screams, I can't hear none of that. Y'all get off my back, man.
Back to the outdoor world. What can we do on Koresh?
Yeah, there's 2 major systems. The first one is called ecological succession. When we met the ethereals for the
Area 52?
first time.
How good is my WoW knowledge?
In Netherstorm, the 2 things that I noticed were...
Okay, it's Netherstorm. I'm wrong. SouZy, stick to combat, bro.
Where their energy forms.
Stick to combat,
and
bro.
They're really cool ecodomes, right? These systems that allowed them to create biomes inside that didn't match what was outside. And here, basically, you'll be helping run one. Venari is trying to bring life back to those shredded parts of Koresh. And with that, she needs your help to fill it with animals and creatures that really thrive in the Koresh ecosystem. What this means is that she'll ask you to go back to previous zones, get animals, and experiment and see if they can survive in the Koresh ecosystem, and then release them to create a thriving ecology. Think of it as like a void Jurassic Park, where you're just sort of like trying to make sure that this beautiful place can thrive. The other feature I want to talk about is phase diving. I already mentioned it a little bit when I was talking about the Reshi wraps, but it's basically an overlay across all of Koresh where you get to switch to energy form and enter untethered space to access a whole slew of new content. You can expect to see anything that you normally see in the outdoors, treasures, rares, lore objects, all that. But there's also things that are unique specifically to phase diving. One of the features that I can talk about here is called Warrants, where you're going to be helping the Constable of Tazavesh hunt down notorious monsters.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to also building my own ecosystem. That sounds so cool. Anything with animals, you got it.
Kissy, you can be a homesteader and a farmer.
Earlier we spoke about the new raid. What else is coming to Season 3?
Oh, there's a lot to talk about here.
Please
so first off, we have a
Okay, that entrance right there, that is freaking sweet. Is this okay? I think this is the new dungeon, Ghost of Koresh. Oh, let's go.
New dungeon coming with Ghost of Koresh. It's called Ecodome Eldani. It's very important to the Ethereals. It's a 3-boss dungeon. We're going to be fighting through Devourers, invading.
Oh, it's a 3-boss dungeon. Because we've kind of had a theme where, like, towards the end of the expansion, that they'll release like a mega dungeon. So that's what I assumed this would be, but it's a 3-boss dungeon. So just another new dungeon. Cool. I'm all about that.
One of these places, eating some of the wildlife Steph talked about earlier. That's bad. We're also going to be fighting off a force of wastelanders that have taken over this place. Okay. We're going to fight our way through and figure out why they want this place. One more note with this dungeon is it'll be immediately available on normal, heroic, and baseline mythic with the update on Ghost of Koresh.
I think the really cool thing about Ecodome Eldani too is that the canonical route that the storyline takes place is the campaign, the raid, and then Igodum Aldani. And that's not a thing that we do often, you know? So I'm really looking forward to seeing how people react to this cadence.
That's cool.
So what are the dungeons in the dungeon pool?
Before we move on to those dungeons, I just want to say, this may be my favorite themed from an aesthetic standpoint of a patch. Dude, maybe in years. I'm trying to think. I'm not going to say it's my favorite raid. Obviously, I haven't done it. But like from a theme in a aesthetic, the Void, this looks really good, man. The current one, like we're in right now, the Goblins, like it's cool. Yeah, I'm not like a huge fan, but I like this a lot. This seems incredible. Yo, by the way, the Existentialist, welcome on TikTok, friend. Welcome, my friend. Hope you're loved and valued. Right now, we are reacting to all the new Season 3 content. We got new raids, WoW's biggest boss ever, and they're literally about to talk about the Season 3 dungeon pool. Let's check it out, friend. Welcome.
Yeah, let's dive into that as well. Let's talk about the returning ones first. So we're going to head back to Revendreth and visit our friends, the Venthyr, in the Halls of Atonement.
Okay. I actually am, story time with SouZy. The reason I am actually really excited about this dungeon, okay? I'm going to tell you guys a little of my story. So I've been playing WoW for 19 years, but I was on and off for a very, very long time. Legion comes out, introduces Mythic Plus as just a game mode to the game. But I played at launch, and then that was pretty much it. I had no friends to play with, and I quit. Where were all of you back then? Unity, where were you at? I couldn't play with you the whole time. Anyway, I come back from Legion, don't really play very much. Come back for BFA, don't play very much. Come back for Shadowlands, play a little bit more. But I hadn't really done Mythic Plus. This was the first expansion I'd ever done Mythic Plus in, was Shadowlands. I was playing with AJ and another guild at the time, some great people. And I wanted to learn how to do Mythic Plus, but I didn't really have anyone to help me learn or understand. So I'm a paladin tank, and I go into this dungeon right here. My first time, like, I'm going to do a Mythic Plus as a tank. And I think I was just doing like a 2, I don't know, entry level key. I don't remember. And I didn't know anything about like tanks and needing to know the route. I didn't know percentage. Like, I didn't understand anything. And I go in and I start pulling the bosses. And then like everyone's like, you're going, like everyone in the pub, you're going the wrong way. And I'm like, I don't know where I'm going. There was no ping system back then. So then like 5 minutes into the dungeon, I hadn't like unalived or anything, but I wasn't doing the route properly. And the whole group just flamed me, and then everybody left. Legend. And I was like, all right, well, Mythic Plus probably is not for me. So that, that's one of the reasons I started Unity. I was like, bro, we need to give people a more positive experience than what I just had. And so I'm excited to revisit this because now I know all the things, right? And so now I'm like, yo, Ode SouZy got absolutely obliterated in this dungeon and didn't last 5 minutes and then didn't do Mythic Plus anymore. But current SouZy is going to show this dungeon to his boss, baby. I'm pumped, dude. Round 2. I'm a new and improved man.
So we're going to head back to Revendreth and visit our friends, the Venthyr, in the Halls of Atonement. The next two, like Steph mentioned, Tazvesh is coming back. So we said Tazvesh should come back.
I did Tazvesh, and AJ and some of the crew hardcore carried me through. I had no idea what was happening. I think I unalived 17 times, and then I got a cool vault. But I didn't actually like do the dungeon. Now I'm actually excited to go back and like do these and understand them and actually know what's going on.
Of course.
That was a mega dungeon when it was first introduced, so we're going to break it in 2 pieces, of course.
Cool.
We're going to have Tazvesh Streets of Wonder, where we're actually fighting through the markets and bazaars and streets of Tazvesh, chasing down Solia.
I like
and then we'll have the second half, which is Solia's Gambit, where we're chasing through portals and eventually having our final showdown.
Oh, cool.
Tazvesh will also be returning as a mega dungeon experience in Ghosts of Koresh. Starting with Season 3, you'll be able to play it in hard mode as the baseline mythic difficulty. It'll have increased challenges, hard mode mechanics, and really awesome rewards. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, we also had a community vote for the last 4. What were the winners?
Yeah, it was really cool to see what players' favorite dungeons were in the War Within, and the 4 that players chose were Operation Floodgate from Season 2.
Oh, okay, so they are bringing back, actual War Within dungeons rather than 8 new ones. Okay, I'm curious to see if they are. Floodgate, how do y'all feel? W or L? I like Floodgate. I don't mind Floodgate. It does feel, we're literally doing Floodgate right now, so it's probably a little bit of a bummer to think about it being around again, but I like it. What do y'all think? After each dungeon gets announced, put a W and L in chat to say which one you're feeling about it.
Going back to Punch Some Goblins, Priory of the Sacred Flame, Just
I say
awesome Hollow Fall vibes
I
throughout.
say W.
And then we're going to round that out with 2 dungeons from Season 1 of The War Within, Arakara, City of Echoes. And
I think most people will say W for Arakara. The dungeon was kind of free, dude. It was kind of free. Obviously, yeah. Doc, if you get above a 12, it gets pretty nuts, some of those mechanics. But for the most part, at lower levels, where 90% of people are playing. Well, yeah, that final boss is, yeah, okay, I'm remembering the final boss now. That boss gets a little toxic, yeah. I just love to see.
The Dawnbreaker. Just quick note for the Season 1 dungeons, we are going to take a pass, on the visuals, the combat pacing, the cast times, the number of abilities even, to make sure they're aligned with Season 2 dungeons.
Are there any other important notes for players to know about for Season 3?
Actually, not directly Season 3 related, but on the day of the update for Ghost of Koresh, you're going to have access to non-bountiful delves and all Season 3 dungeons.
I wonder if the new delve is going to have the new affixes that are coming out as well. I'm curious to know that.
For heroic and mythic, baseline mythic difficulties. That means there will be Season 3 tuning in there, but also Season 3 rewards. You can get yourself a head start. Of course, Mythic Plus and the raid will open the following week, but you should have plenty to sink your teeth into on day 1.
Dude,
oh yeah, one more thing. We've heard feedback for a long time now about how dungeon checkpointing works, especially in like Mythic Keystones where your timer's ticking down and whatnot. We're going to revisit our philosophy there on how long a run back is and when they unlock, and we actually want to visualize some of this in game through what we're calling waystones.
No.
So as you unlock checkpoints,
you're lying to me. Bro, I have wanted WoW to add this for 9 quadrillion years, since before time began, bro. I was introduced to this concept in New World, where you walk up to these checkpoints, and if you and your group wipe and unalive, then you don't have to run back from the very beginning. You spawn at the checkpoint. Oh, I'm telling you guys, Blizzard is cooking right now, dude. I was sitting with the game developers yesterday. I was literally talking to one of them about how for years I had lost hope.
Welcome to the Penguin
I had
Palace.
lost hope in Blizzard. But I was like, for the past 2.5 years, I was like, something changed internally, and they just started cooking, and it's been consistent. Like, they didn't just do one cool idea. They've been consistent after consistent after consistent. And this is proof of that. Checkpoints are wild. That is super awesome. No longer having to run back super far would change the game. Now, how they implement it matters, but I think this is a really great start. Amazing. Yo, Caspi girl with 18 months. Let's go. Caspi, I appreciate you, friend. God bless you. Hopefully you and Casper are doing well. You guys are S tier. Love you both. Let's get back in the video.
Points, you'll have an icon on your map,
and
you'll also have these stones that warp in and show you, if I release, this is where I'm coming back.
And aesthetically,
I don't want
it looks
people
great
asking
too.
that question anymore.
That is so exciting because I can't remember for the life of me every checkpoint in a dungeon. So thank you guys.
That's so cool.
And what about class sets?
Yeah, there's new set bonuses to talk about as well. And Mana Forge or Mega.
Okay, let's take a quick look here. I'm gonna guess Paladin on the left, maybe Priest, Rogue, Mage, obviously Demon Hunter, Warrior. I'm gonna go Hunter, Warlock. This could actually on the left be Monk instead of Priest, because this one could be Priest. There's not all the classes because I believe there's 13, but I think I got most of those right. We're gonna check them out on Wowhead actually to see what they look like, but this looks pretty good, man. I like the Paladin one. This one a lot.
Yeah, we're trying something different with the set bonuses. Up until now, they've been focused on your spec or your class.
Okay.
With this update, we're actually going to target your hero talents.
Oh, shoot.
So in my case, I play an Arms Warrior, I play Colossus. I'll have bonuses targeting Demolish, but also have spec hooks if I'm like a Prot Warrior versus an Arms Warrior to make sure that they're still competitive. We got you on the
Tier set bonuses are now going to target your actual hero talents rather than just your class as a whole. Okay, that is actually pretty dope.
Spec level, but we're targeting hero talents.
Oh, that sounds really cool.
Yeah, and players can look forward to a lot of class updates as well. You know, a lot of talent updates for specs such as Brewmaster Monks and Unholy Death Knights.
Cool.
Now, along with Season 3's PvE.
Okay, that's going to be freaking sweet. This may be my favorite season in the entire expansion so far. Dude, they're cooking.
content. There's also a new PvP season. There are several PvP talents that are being updated as well.
Thank you.
And for those of us who like outdoor world PvP, there is an entire island called Vanquisher's Wake.
I'll be avoiding that.
And I'll be there.
No.
Yeah.
I want to go there. I want
Before
to
we
go
wrap
there.
up, what are you both
I
most
should have double checked. Did they just say a PvP island?
And for those of us who like outdoor world PvP, there is an entire island called Vanquisher's Wake.
I'll be
Oh, chat. I'm going to assemble an army. I'm going to assemble an army of Unity to go to this PvP island and just dominate the server. What better way is there to end toxicity and loneliness than to go to an island and just unalive every single person that has a pulse? And then smile at them. Like, I'm just going to pop wings and just avenging wrath and then just stand over their body and, hi, you're loved. It's going to be me, dude. It's going to be great.
avoiding that.
And I'll be there.
Yeah.
Of course you would.
Before we wrap up, what are you both most excited for in this update?
For me, I'd have to say it's Dimensius. That's going to be a cosmic level encounter. There's planets blowing up.
Oh, my
it's awesome. Huge laser beams, you name it. Additionally, I think we have a really awesome dungeon pool this season. I'm excited for players to check out Tazavesh hard mode.
I am also really excited about Dimensius, you know, like such a glow up from the blueberry that he was before.
The glow up.
But the thing that I'm most excited about, we're in the War Within, and the War Within is part of the World Soul Saga, a trilogy of expansions that, you know, like interweave their story all throughout. And so the campaign and the story within Ghosts of Koresh will matter so much more to the next expansion than it has ever done before. I'm really looking forward to seeing how players go through the campaign and absorb the story.
I'm excited for everything you guys have mentioned. That's Ghosts of Koresh, the void-touched major update coming to the War Within. Thank you, Steph and Drew, for hanging out with me and putting all your hard work into this update. And thank you all for watching. We'll see you in Koresh.
Dude, I'm telling you, Blizzard is cooking. Ladies and gentlemen, put some hearts in chat and hype emotes if you're excited for the patch. Here's the deal. If you're watching this video on YouTube and you're not already plugged into a positive World of Warcraft community, Unity Gaming, our community, is on a mission to end toxicity and loneliness in World of Warcraft and gaming, and maybe you're looking for some friends to come play this new patch with. We would love to get you in one of our multiple raid teams, community events. We'll be doing Mythic Plus nights and so much more. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Get plugged in. All of it's in the link in the description below. I appreciate y'all. We want to get you plugged in, and we'll see you in the next one. Perfect. Video 1 down. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome, bro. I need to see this, guys. I need to see this, man. Oh, I need to see it. Now, that's a great question. It's a great question. Big Milk, I don't know how that works if we have both Horde and Alliance in the guild. So does anyone have any context or understanding of that? If we're doing open world PvP and like we're in a raid team, let's say, out in the open, Horde and Alliance together, how does that work? Are you just an enemy to anyone that isn't in your party? Or is it still a Horde versus Alliance type thing? I actually don't know. And the reason it's confusing is because Blizzard they've given us the ability to play Horde and Alliance together, but it's like a half system. Horde and Alliance like can kind of play together, but sometimes like they kind of can't. Yo, Disciple B, come on, God bless, brother. Also, I do want to pause to go back a little bit because I did, Cody, I saw you in the chat. I saw you in the chat talking about you from Texas. Yeah, Dustin's church that I came to speak at. Are you still here, bro? I was in the middle of that recording, so I couldn't pause to kind of have that whole conversation. But I'm in between content right now. Are you still here? I'm going to assume probably not. But welcome, friend. If you're still here, it's so good to see you, my friend. My goodness gracious. Disciple B. You know what you just reminded me of, dude? Bro, I am committing just a unforgivable act, dude. I am not currently fishing in RuneScape, dude. Thank you for holding me accountable. Thanks for being my reminder. Whenever I see you and Pastor CT, I'm like, dude, how am I not? I'm not fishing in RuneScape, dude. I'm actually just throwing. You know, I know. Please forgive me, bro. Thank you for just not like instantly unfollowing the But I'm logging in now. Don't you fear, dude. Don't you fear, man. Don't you fear. Guys, give me your honest thoughts so far before we jump into the next one. What do you guys think about the theme? What do you guys think about all that stuff? I want to be able to see it, man. I want to be able to see it. Casper, you should see this quick TikTok video of the Dev Evoker set bonus. It's a quick 10-second clip. I'll message you on Twitch with it. If you could actually message me on Discord with it, bro. That way I can just click the link and open it up, because that I want to see, bro. Because I've been thinking about my evoker recently, dude. I really miss my evoker, man. I know I played a lot of Balance Druid in season 2, but season 3, I don't know, bro. I might bring back the evoker. Let me check this out, dude. Okay, so this is a video from Casper real quick. Let me see this bad boy. What do we got here? What do we got here, dude? I'm like, hey, what's up? What do we got here, bro? Okay. I'm like, hey, what's up? Bro, what are we looking at here, dude? New Devastation Evoker tier set 11.2. Oh yeah. Okay, I am going back to Evoker. Balance Druid. It's been a fun run. I've really enjoyed our time together. But do you see what I'm looking at here? How are we not all? How is the entire server just not going to play Devastation Evoker in season 3? What are we talking about here, dude? Bro, and my wife is loving Evoker right now. Oh my goodness, she's absolutely gonna love this. It's just laser beam for days. This is insane. Dude, it's literally a laser show. You spawn too many Evokers doing alongside you to shoot more lasers. Bruh. Bro, Blizzard's cooking. Blizzard is absolutely cooking. My goodness gracious. Well, friends, don't go anywhere. We have so much content still to go through. So much. My goodness gracious. Let's start diving on in. New mounts coming in 11.2. Everybody loves a good mount. I have begun to become a little bit of a mount farmer myself. Hey now. Bleed's gonna be all over these. Let's go ahead and check them out. Let's see what we got here. We got brand new mounts. Now this is I believe this is the one that comes from the raid. So in the new raid, only on Mythic, this is the mount that you'll get. Guys, this mount is dope. This, I'm trying to think back through WoW history, but this may be one of, obviously it's subjective personal opinion, maybe one of the coolest Mythic mounts I've actually ever seen. This is really good. I did like the Fire Rack. What was that raid called? Don't help me out in chat. The Fire Rack raid that dropped the Owl Firebird. That one was a top contender also for one of my favorites. But I like the Void look. I think it's really cool. Dude, am I gonna have to get cutting edge now? Is Blizzard gonna force me to get cutting edge here? Because this mount may be too good to pass up. Yeah, Photoshop, the Star Galaxy look. A mirror so that's what it is. Thank you, Casper, you're a legend. Because this mount is a cook right here. So I don't know, bro. I might have to go sweaty again. Okay, I dig this one. This one, let's see where this one actually comes from. This is a mount that drops. Oh, nice. It drops from Tazavesh. So I'm assuming a little bit more of a drop rate. That's legit. That cool mount. I dig that. Then we've also got this one. I think that's the new zone that's coming out. I can vibe with that, dude. I can vibe with that. Okay. Cool beans. Not the coolest mount I've ever seen, but I can get behind it. Then we've got. Well, oh, this is not the same mount as the one above. What is this one? Dude, a vibe. He's like a dragon with like a lizard face. So that's a little interesting. But looks cool. I'm down for it. The Void one is at least way cooler in my opinion. Oh, Kissy, that is kind of Unity colors. Yeah, you're right. It's got like a blue and a gold. I mean, it's a little bit more, at least for me, on the purplish side. But it is very close. It is actually very, you can see it on the TV behind me. That's pretty cool. Then we've got, okay, this looks like the Draenei model, but just way cooler. What this gives me vibes of, this looks like a Horde Draenei mount, if that makes sense. This gives me vibes. We got the skulls, we got the red. Oh, we get some fell colors. That's pretty cool. And then we got like some void colors. I dig that. Where does this come from? Oh, the trading post. Let's go. The good old trading post. Photoshop will see in a little bit. Appreciate you. Okay, so we got multiple colors here, and they're all from the trading post. That's pretty cool. What the heck is this? Is this just like a floating platform thing? This looks pretty cool, man. This is cool. It's a floating disc. Yo, I might have to get it on my disc priest. All right, I'm done. What's this next one? I'm all about that, dude. This is freaking sweet, bro. SouZy going timeout. Okay, this one gives me Shadowland. There was a raid in Shadowlands, I think it was the first one, that dropped a mount like this. View in the Wildhead model viewer. Oh, this mount is, yeah, this is sick. This mount is actually sick. Crossover, I tuned in for the Disc Priest joke. I can't see notifications. I love you, dude. Yes, Kissy, it was the Castle Nathri mount. That's what it was. This one looks dope. And how do you get this one? It's just a vendor. 500 of something. There's a vendor, Bachoso, in the new zone. Oh, wait, no, sorry. This is the disc one. Oh, this is the Gladiator PvP mount. Okay. Okay, so it's unlikely I will have this mount. But this is a sick one. That's a really cool one. Chat, are we looking at a reskinned Midnight? Uh-oh, chat. Are we currently looking at a reskinned Midnight? Freaking sick for sure, Big Milk. But how do you get it? Trading post. Oh, chat. They have stirred the pot. Blizzard has stirred the pot. Oh, maybe this is why Bleed's triggered. Yeah, dude, this is basically a reskinned Midnight, dude. I mean, I'm down. I don't think Midnight has wings. Invincible has wings. But yeah, this is gonna upset some people for sure. For sure. Yo, what's up, favorite? Good to see you, man. Yo, this is sweet though. I'll be down. Trading post, that's easy. Dude, there's a blue version. And dude, this one just screams Unalive Night for me. For sure. This looks legit. It actually looks like it almost perfectly matches the default Unalive Night outfit you get when you first level. This is actually sweet, bro. Ooh. The Headless Horseman Ghoulish Charger. Yeah, dude. We're gonna have some triggered people for sure, dude. Yeah, we're gonna have some triggered people for sure, dude. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it for sure. But yeah, I mean, it looks a little bit different than the normal Headless Horseman, but I do see some of the validity of people being like, dude, these are super rare mounts. Why are they now just free? Even if they're different, but I can see both sides for sure. Like if they did an Ashes of Valar that was 20% different, it wouldn't delegitimize all my hard work. Where I'm like, it is definitely a sus system when you start giving away for free what people worked hard for years to get. Just as a principle, that starts getting sus for sure. That one's sweet. Okay, this one's nice. Another recolor. Let's go. Oh, dude, I'm a sucker for a good Griffin mount. I am a sucker for a good Griffin mount. I like this one a lot, actually. Okay, let's keep going. recolor. This one's more on the red side. Dude, this is actually sweet, bro. Yeah, let's go, dude. This actually might be my favorite one. This gives me Druid vibes. Obviously, if on our Druid, we didn't use Flight Form, this actually would probably be my go-to Druid mount. On every one of my classes, I like to pick like a mount that really fits like the class fantasy and one that fits my transmog. I like to kind of match my mount to my transmog. That's pretty cool. Okay, nice. This one's cool too. I love that shade of blue. This one's real nice. Yeah, that I'm down for, dude. Then we've got some ground mounts. Pretty cool. Not every mount needs to be like super extravagant. I'm down with that. Where do we go? Whoa. My page freaked out and put me way down. Oh, shoot. What is this? Okay, what is this one? The War Within. Oh, this is for getting Keystone Master, dude. Oh, sick. Whoa. The new mount for getting Keystone Master in Season 3? Bro, this is... It's like a bat meets spider looking thing. This is pretty dope though, dude. When I play Shadow Priest, I will absolutely ride this mount. This looks sweet, dude. Let me know in the chat or in the comments. You guys enjoy this one? Now we're all gonna have to get Keystone Master. And if you guys need help getting Keystone Master on my stream, if you guys come and follow my channel, I will help people get Keystone Master with his 2000 Mythic Plus rating so that you can come get this mount. So if you need help, hit up my channel. We got you. Easy peasy. Yeah, this is sweet. Yeah, Cal, I knew you were going to say you didn't want it. I knew that was coming. Okay, and then there's another reskinned one. Okay, this one is Keystone Legend. Okay. I'm not a fan of the color choice. It's pretty cool. But not a huge fan of the colors. But this one is for getting no, it's not 3,000. I think it's 2,850. Or is it 3,000? They changed it recently. It's somewhere in that ballpark. But okay. I like the normal one better. Yeah, I like the normal one better. Oh yeah, it's super similar. I would like to see them be a little bit more different, so you can have it at a very quick glance tell the difference. And then there is one for getting an achievement. It's all right. Compared to the other one, I think the other ones are way cooler. And then this one doesn't give a source. Let's see. Not bad. This one's cooler, at least in my opinion, than the green. That's true. It does give Praying Mantis vibes. What's up, Hogus? Good to see you, friend. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Oh, I do like this. That's sick. I like bird mounts, and it has kind of like its own like mantle and seat above it. That's pretty sick. So it really like highlights your characters you're flying above it. Yeah, that's cool, man. That is legit. Dova, what's up, my friend? No, not till next week. I've been at a conference for Christian game developers and people that work in the gaming entertainment industry in some way, shape, or form, which is a content creator I do. So I've gotten to meet a lot of really cool people. So I'll be streaming for a couple hours today, and then we're actually going back. Today is technically day 3, but I skipped the morning part because I was like, I don't want to go too long without streaming. And we picked and choose the parts that we felt were most valuable to go to, made a ton of connections. But I was like, but Friday, I'm going to stream. But after I stream, we're going to go back and finish up the last part of it. Let's go, dude. Disciple B, retail's busting, bro. You got to come game with us, dude. This is pretty cool. Ooh, this one I like. This might be my favorite recolor of it. Dude, super cool. Another one. Oh, there's like a bunch of colors of this one. It's pretty cool. Not bad. Not too bad. Okay, I may take back my whole favorite color thing. This one. No, this one's still my favorite. Pretty cool. They have a lot of colors of this one. A whole lot. Oh, shoot. What is this? It's like a helicopter meets, not helicopter, but like plane meets boat meets tricycle. Dude, what are we looking at? Hey, but I'm for it, dude. Another mount coming at 11.2. Whatever this thing is, I am for it. Now, how do you get this one? It is a quest. Okay. Easy mount to get 11.2. Farm it up. Go for it. Okay, here's another. Ooh, this gives me Mimiron's head vibes. This gives me Mimiron head vibes, but obviously not. It's different enough that I don't care, but similar enough that it feels kind of cool. How do y'all feel about this one? I think it's but I like the type of model that it is, because I actually really think the Mimiron's head mount is just like, not just the rarity, not just the fact that it's a boss's head, but like it's just a cool thing, you know? Like I like it. It's pretty cool, and it comes from the Holiday Brewfest. I think it's a good mount. I think it's a solid mount. Yeah, I'm down for that. Let's go. Oh, this one you got to buy with some sort of currency on the new zone. Yo, this is like weird spider thing meets lizard tail meets, I don't even know, bro. This one is cool. I wonder if you'll be getting currency from like doing world quests and quests in the area, maybe the campaign, maybe raids. I'm not really sure where that currency comes from. I'm sure we'll get more context. But I like this. This is a cool mount. This is actually a cool mount. Some people will love it. Some people hate it. But personally, I like it. Do I like it enough that if I need to farm for it, would I get it? It depends on what it takes. I don't like it enough that I would go way out of my way, but it is cool. It is cool. What's up, Primal? Good to see you, man. How you doing, big guy? Okay, another reskin of this one. Sweet deal. I think I like this better than the other one. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Ooh. Whoa. How do you get this one? Okay, PvP. And look like you have to get a certain arena rating, but not gladiator status. This one is cool, dude. Out of this reskin of this mount, this is my favorite version for sure. But it's in PvP. Yo, Blizzard, why you gotta tempt me to actually play your game? You know what I mean? Why are they tempting me to actually do the content so I can get these sick mounts? These are dope, bro. Vicious Cold Reaper, another PvP one. You know, I have needed a reason to get into PvP. I have needed a reason to get back into PvP. Some people don't know that I actually, in a lot of ways, like arena more than I like PvE. Even though I like never do it, it is one of the most exhilarating gameplay experiences I've ever had. And bro, Blizzard might be tempting me to come back to arena in season 3, bro. Because these mounts, especially that gladiator mount, it's so good, man. It's so stinking good, bro. And then here is the last reskin. One's pretty cool. Not bad, not bad. Not too shabby. Then we get a blueberry. Hey, Dashberry, where you at, dude? I feel like you need to farm this mount. Crossover, I'm not sure what you're referencing, dude. Mag, tell the guy behind you I want a 14, 27, and 39 with prawn crackers. I'm not sure what guy you're talking about. I know I got the plushie on the couch, but I'm not sure what you mean. Smile, yeah, pretty basic. Pretty basic. Okay, sweet. Another reskin. Dash probably needs to farm that mount because it's too close to his name. Anything with berry in it, he's got to farm, dude. He shouldn't rest until he gets it. Yeah, this mount, not a fan of. It's just kind of weird looking, dude. Kenworth, you're at 1,090 mounts. Tell me you're a sweat lord without telling me you're a sweat lord. That's crazy. I do not have mini mounts at all. Yeah, Primal, that's sweaty. Okay, if there's another mount in the game that looks like this, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a direct recolor, but it's pretty close. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Come on now. Yeah, Giggles, you're always a sweat, dude. Always. I think Giggles, you're probably actually the sweatiest WoW player I actually know, which is wild, man. Super wild. Well, ladies and gentlemen, those are all the mounts that are coming in Season 3 11.2. Some of them are fantastic. Some of them are blah. You know, it's going to happen every tier. But I will say my favorite ones are, I believe, this one right here from getting Keystone Master, which is super sweet. And then obviously the Mythic Raid one. That one. Dude, are y'all about to get me back into Mythic Raiding, dude? I just stopped Mythic Raiding. Are y'all going to get me to come back? Because this mount is absolutely insane. This is crazy. Luna, they need to hire some community artists to make mounts. I see so many amazing mounts, and then Blizzard does so many meh, and this is coming from a mount collector. Yeah, I mean, they could just outsource so much for the game. I don't know why they don't, but people make some beautiful creations. They really do. And then yeah, this, ooh, the 3D model of the new mount for the raid that drops from Mythic version of the new raid coming at Season 3. Oh my goodness, they cooked with this one, bro. They about to make me come back to Mythic raiding, because this mount, this may be one of my favorite mounts in the entire game. This mount is so epic, it might make my wife want to become a Mythic Raider. Sheesh. Yeah, they cooked with this one. This mount is freaking sweet. Luna, are we getting back into Mythic Raiding? Are they going to make us do it, Luna? This is, oh yeah, Cal, this is like the Shadow Priest mount. But even as disc, when I play Void Weaver Hero Talents, this thing is freaking dope. My goodness gracious. Yeah, this may be, what's up, August? Good to see you. This may be one of my favorite mounts in the entire game. Look at the black hole in the chest. Bro, what are we talking about here? Yeah. Some of those mounts we looked at were super blah. This is not one of them. This mount is sweet. Oh my goodness. Absolutely insane. Season 3, this might be one of my favorite aesthetic seasons in a very long time, and I can't wait to play with the community. And if you're not already in the Unity Gaming, click in the description below, join our Discord. We've got community events, multiple raid teams, and a positive environment on a mission to end the toxicity and loneliness in the World of Warcraft gaming community. So if you're like me and so many others, just no one to play with, tired of the drama and toxicity of the internet, come be in a positive environment. We'd love to have you. Subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one. Perfect. So much more to talk about. The amount of information that came out. Guys, I know I say this all the time, and you guys think I'm being dramatic, but hopefully you start believing me now. Blizzard always releases everything when I'm not around. I feel like I'm cursed. I'm telling you, they just decide to drop the biggest info when I'm, hey, SouZy's at a conference Wednesday night. Let's just drop every new piece of new info ever. Oh, he won't be back till Friday? Even better, let's drop some more. Like every single time I am not streaming, they're like, let's just drop all the new hottest info so SouZy can't cover it on day one. You know, like, I'm just like, Blizzard, guys, I need you to write a letter, okay? I need y'all to write a letter. Oh, and sad news, okay? Now, me going to this conference I've been at, super wildly helpful. The connections I'm making are just insane. I'm talking with people who literally work on Minecraft. There's people from Epic there. Like, I've met, not this year, but I've actually met him in the past, but he's a part of this community. People that work at Riot, people that work at TikTok. The connections are insane. Absolutely just insane. But I was really hoping there would be at least one person from Blizzard there. I can't confirm. No one from Blizzard is there. That was my hope. But guys, it's crazy. because the amount of people that I'm meeting that live on the West Coast, because I mean, that's where a lot of the game development studios are. And I knew that, but like I'm meeting all these people and they're like, yeah, you know, I'm in LA or some of them are in Oregon. And I'm like, dude, there's so many game developers that are within like driving distance from me. And I'm like, yo, we got to start making some connections, bro. That's super cool, man. I'll have to share some more stories later, but it's sick. It's been really cool. It's been really, really cool. I know, Kissy, you didn't approve my time off. You know what? Guys, I'm so sorry I didn't get permission from Kissy. Man, you know, this conference, you know what I mean? You know, guys, next time I'll be sure to double check. Mag, fun fact, that mount is swirling the same way a toilet does. Can we confirm? Let me check. Let me go check. Look real quick. Can we confirm? Does it? Bro, I mean, there's a toilet. There's a skibbity toilet on my screen. I don't even know what that means, dude. I don't even know what that means. Sheesh. My goodness. Insane. They also dropped, yeah, they had dropped 11.1.7 at a time where you couldn't record clips for content. I'm telling you, Blizzard is out to get me. I blame Blizzard for all of my live prompts. But like, y'all, especially over the past like year and a half, like y'all think I'm being dramatic and joking. I'm telling you, it's like actually a real thing. They're obviously not out to get me. They obviously have no idea my stream schedule, but they really do drop everything on like the super rare occasions where I'm like, guys, I'll be gone for 2 days. I'm at a conference or I got this special thing going on. And they're like, oh yeah, sweet. Let's just drop everything there. It literally start paying attention to it now. And you'd be like, oh, yo, SouZy's for real. Like, it really does always happen when he can't speak. Oh, Blizzard. What are we talking about? All right, this post is just to show off the mount, but we already saw it, so we'll skip that one. Oh my goodness gracious. This one right here, chat. This information is hot off the press, dude. Every single player will now have access to basically Shadow Meld in 11.2 Season 3. Now, we won't actually have access to the racial, the Night Elf racial that makes you go invisible and takes you out of combat, which is, in my opinion, the most OP racial in all of Mythic Plus. Like, if you guys don't know, if a mob is targeting you and is about to literally just one-shot you and a super high key, you just Shadow Meld, and because you're gone, they're no longer targeting you. So it can also act as like a short way to like, it could be a defensive. It's another way to make sure you're not getting hit by a cast. Like it's pretty OP. And now they're actually giving a potion where everybody in the game, if you use it, you can basically have your own Shadow Meld. Now, this, in my opinion, is a step in the right direction. And here's why. Because, first of all, some racials are way stronger than the others. Dwarf racial and Night Elf racial are so insanely OP, coming from someone that mains playing a dwarf. One, because I love them, but two, because they're insanely OP. I would love to see one day Blizzard move towards a system where you can literally walk up to an NPC and basically switch out the racial ability that you have. Something along those lines, where I can be able to have the racial ability of a race I don't play, so that I can pick what I think looks coolest, but use the ability that I think is coolest or strongest. So this, for me, is a step in the right direction and try to balance racials better. Obviously, it's very, very different, but I think this is cool. Giving everyone that ability, I think, is great. But remember, it looks like it. Will it share with a combat potion? Singing of Darkness, reducing the chance for enemies. It doesn't say anything about shares, anything from the combat potion. So honestly, I think that this is pretty good. I think a lot of people, I think everybody should buy this. Like, if you really want to excel, buying this to avoid certain things in game, I think it's going to go a long way for you. I just really hope they make it like a cheap resource. I can buy like just a bajillion of them, because I think it's freaking sweet, bro. I think it's freaking sweet. Oh my goodness gracious. With a new season, a new raid, comes new tier sets. These are the tier sets coming in 11.2, Season 3 of The War Within. Let's dive on in. We're about to stir the pot. Which one will have the coolest looking tier set? Let's begin, shall we? Starting off with a good old Unalive Night. Thank you, TikTok, for making me use words that don't make any sense. Appreciate you. Let's dive in and check it out. Okay, we got the Unalive Night here. Can I use the model viewer? Is that going to be in here? Looks like it's not in there. So we got multiple colors, obviously, for the different difficulties. Blue one, blue is my favorite color, so obviously I'm going to really love that one. This one's okay. I do like the tier set. I'm just not a huge fan of these colors. There's almost too many neutrals. This one's sweet, and it gives the void vibes of the season. So this one I think is actually really, really sick. So it's pretty cool, similar to the other one with the neutrals, but obviously it's green rather than whatever the color was. Now this one is dope. Which one of these is the PvP one? Okay, so this is PvP. This is a sweet set. This one's really good as well. And then, okay, now we're on a different class. Let me know in the comments. Let's go to 1 to 10. How much do you like the Unalive Night set? I'd give it an 8. I'd give it an 8. Room for improvement, but I dig it. I like it. That was pretty cool. Moving on to the next class, we have got, Demon Hunter. This one, I gotta say, guys, this one I vibe with. This one I vibe with. We got, obviously, the horns, which are classic to the Demon Hunter class, but they almost look like thorns in a sense. These are, that color combo? Yeah, I'm for that color combo. Okay, obviously the void theme, consistent with the whole season. Ooh. Okay, they kind of cooked with this Demon Hunter class, dude. Yeah, okay, they cooked, bro. The Demon Hunter one, I'm gonna give that a solid 8.5. Yeah, this one I dig. Solid tier set. Absolute GG's, for real. I dig that. Let me know in the comments. 1 to 10. What are your thoughts? Whoop! It does feel a little druidy. I'll give you that. I did give you that. It does feel a little druidy, but not too much to where, like, I don't like it, but just enough to where I think it's cool. But it could also be my bias towards really liking druids. Could also be my bias. Luna says 7.5. Hey now, come on now. Magnificor, I see you messing with my computer. Can you click the clip button? I need to clip that Demon Hunter section. No, not that one. That one. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. What a legend. All right. On to the next one. Who do we got next? We did Unalive Night, Demon Hunter. Now it's on to... Oh, speaking of druids, here we are at the druid. Chat. Are we not digging the vibes, dude? I don't know, man. It's hard to get excited about this. It's really hard to get excited about this. Yeah. That glow effect is kind of cool, but I got to keep it real. I'm not vibing with this. I think this is an L. I'm sure some people love it. That's cool, but there's some tier sets that you're like, man, I can't wait to get. And then there are some tier sets where you're like, man, I can't wait to transmog. I gotta be honest, the Druid set coming in season 3 will be a transmog set for sure. I will say it does give some Druid vibes, but it's not aesthetically pleasing. We're moving on. F's in chat for the Druid. Pay respects. Okay, we got some Evoker. Now, here's the deal, right? I love the Evoker class. I really, really do. But you can't see when you're in the Drakthir dragon form. You can't really see any of this. You know what I mean? So, looks cool. But personally, I'm always in dragon form. Always. What's up, Daenerys? Good to see you, friend. I'm always in dragon form. So like you barely see any of it. Yeah. But for those that do play in the whatever the human form thing is called, I know it's not technically a human, I just forgot the name. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Visage form, that's what it is, yeah. Yeah. No complaints. Like, it looks pretty cool. I do like the Void one. But I am just sad that when you're in Evoker form, you can't really see it. Yeah, not bad. Not too shabby. What do we got next here? We've got Hunter. Whoa. Okay. Okay, let me say this off the first bat. I actually dig this, but doesn't feel Hunter. Doesn't feel Hunter-like. Love the Void look. Gives me a little bit of cloth vibes, but the shoulders do give me male vibes. So I like it, but I think it's not feeling Hunter to me. But I do like it. I think it looks good. I wouldn't say it looks amazing, but I do like it. The cape I enjoy, the helmet I enjoy. I like. There's nothing I really don't enjoy about this. But it doesn't wow me. But my biggest gripe is it just doesn't feel Hunter to me. This actually feels very Priest to me. This specific color. Yeah, Giggles, I agree. I think it could have been better. But in Blizzard's defense, I will say, I mean, dude, what tier set are we in? All right, we're 20 years in a WoW. This has got to be tier, what are we in, like the 70s at this point? I have no idea. I've lost way track. But like, I will say, like, it gets tough. Man, get out of here. It does get tough to keep on making more sets. Like, I can imagine, like, keeping up that level of creativity is hard. But that's where I think Luna's point of, like, if you're struggling to make cool sets, like, outsource to people. There are people in the community that are making some really cool stuff. They can utilize them. This gives me Robin Hood vibes, but that's just the green. That's just the green. Yeah, I will say overall, let me know your thoughts. What are your thoughts on Hunter? I'm going to give, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But let's keep going. Ooh, the mage set, at least my opinion, instantly a cook. This is nice, dude. I'm a huge fan of the wizard hat mage. You guys know me, I love the color blue. So this is instantly like, how do I get it? Oh, okay. First of all, I'm going to farm this for I'm playing Frost Mage. I'm going to farm this for I'm playing Arcane Mage. Give me a red one. Okay, no, this is just more blue and white. If you give me a red, I'm going Fire Mage. Up, guys. How do I get this one? How do I get it? PvP? Somehow, I need to get all 3 colors so that I can get one for every spec of Mage. I love doing that kind of stuff. Am I gonna have to actually play some Mage in season 3? Are we gonna see the Minister Mage become a reality? What are we talking about here, dude? Okay, yeah, this set from a Mage, this is a cook, dude. This one I'm all about. All about. Is there a green one? Okay, I'm not a huge fan, but respect. Respect. It's not that I don't like green. It's the color combo for me. It's a color combo for me. But I'm down. I'm down. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know what the mythic color set is. I'm assuming LFR, normal, heroic, mythic. That's what I would assume. That's true, Kissy. This does give Christmas vibes. Oh, I dig that. All right, up next we got Monk. I see what I mean? Like, this gives me Monk vibes. The Hunter one didn't give me Hunter vibes, but this insta gives me Monk vibes. I dig this, bro. I like it. Yeah, nothing I don't like about this set. Gives me leather vibes. I love the fangs on the top of the on the bottom of the helmet, but then it gives me the Defias Pillager mask type thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude, I dig this. I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan of the color combos. This one I like, but this one's okay. This one's pretty cool. Not bad. I dig that. Overall, I'm pleased with the monk set. I dig that. What do you guys think? Let me know. This is cool, man. Why is AJ on screen? Dude, the ball jokes, they go hard, dude. They go hard, dude. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, dude. There's this one guy at the game developers conference I'm at, just straight bald, right? And I had to catch myself because I found myself staring at his head for a minute. I was like, yo, first of all, SouZy, social skills are a thing, okay? And I was staring at his bald head because I was like, that may be me soon. And I wonder what I'm gonna look like. Just full shiny head bald, you know what I mean? But I don't know, dude. I'm trying so much right now to get that hair to cooperate, but I mean, ultimately, we'll see what happens. That model is you in 10 years, Mag. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus, bro. All right, to the next class, ladies and gentlemen. I don't even need to look at it. This has got to be Paladin. This has to be Paladin. Can we confirm, though? Can we confirm? Yeah, baby! Paladin set coming in Season 3, 11.2. Now, let's talk about this, okay? Let's talk about this. First of all, shoulders, sick. It is a steed. It is a horse's face. What are we talking about here, dude? The helmet, I like the thought. I think the helmet I have a little bit of mixed opinions on, just from a like personal opinion of how like the face looks. But I love the type of helmet. I love like the back with that, I don't even know, like the mane, whatever they would call that. I do like that, but the helmet, I would make a few tweaks, but I really like this look. It feels, yeah, it feels very Centurion. It feels plate, like no doubt about it. But I would leave room to say that it could almost feel a little warrior-esque, not necessarily Paladin-esque, but overall, like so far, I do really enjoy it. I wouldn't say it's my favorite set out of all the tiers, but I do enjoy this one. This color, yeah, I mean, it's okay. I prefer the normal or whatever this one is. Okay. Dude, this does look like my D&D model. Yeah, dude, it really does. Look, dude, you know what? Dude, you're actually right. That looks like, it looks a little bit like my D&D model. A little bit, not fully, but it does a little bit look like him. Guys, is my D&D model prophetic? Question mark? Question mark, bro? It might be, dude. Yeah, definitely gives Stormwind Guard vibes for sure, Kissy. That's a really good point, actually. This color I'm not a huge fan of. This one looks cool if you want to go like almost like D&D Oathbreaker Dark Paladin. That one's kind of cool. But I like the light. This one looks PvP-esque. Am I right about that? What the heck just happened? Oh, hello, game? Blizzard? Dude, I don't know what just happened. What did I do? Did I break it? I don't even know what I just did. Let me go back and reopen it. Did I break? Guys, I broke it. This is why we can't have nice things, dude. There we go. Tier set. Yeah, that looked exactly like what I would picture an Oathbreaker Paladin looking like. Let's get back to it. I don't know what button I pressed, but I broke it. Where are we at here? Oh, that mage, dude. That mage is a cook. Okay. Oh, I was wrong. This is actually not PvP. This might be maybe the mythic. If I'm right about top being LFR, normal, heroic, mythic, then oh, that set is sweet, dude. This is my favorite color combo for sure, and it's not even close. This one's nice. And of course, it's PvP. I'm telling you, dude, Blizzard wants me to PvP this season. They're just, yeah, they're tempting me. That one's pretty cool too. But this one, dude, yo, Giggles, you and I might have to do some PvP, bro, because they're kind of cooking, dude. Like, they're kind of cooking. I will say this. I have not changed my Paladin Transmog set since you were able to farm tier 6 in Burning Crusade. I've had the same tier set the one with like the gold shoulders, the halo above my head. I've had it ever since. This would maybe be the first tier set that would make me actually change my transmog. Maybe. I like this one a lot, dude. Like a whole lot. That one's sweet. Let's go. Let's check it out. Ooh! Okay, chat. Okay. We're looking at Priest right now. Depending on some of the color combos, this one so far for me might actually take the cake out of favorites so far. The tier set, even above the Mage. And the Mage is going to be hard to beat for me because this one is sweet. Yo, by the way, the fantastic follows on the good old TikTokers. Y'all are beautiful. We got Dommy. Welcome, my friend. Dommy, I hope you know you love the value. And I appreciate the love. Yoba Ninja, you're S tier human being. I appreciate you. Come on now. Yo, let's check out the colors because this one might be my favorite set. Absolutely insane. By the way, Scope 1, welcome, my friend. Scope, you're beautiful and I appreciate you. Absolutely S tier. Guys, can we get some hearts in the chat for Scoop? Newest follow. My name is Pastor SouZy. Pleasure to meet you. For everyone following on TikTok and Twitch right now, we are on a mission to bring an end to toxicity and loneliness in the gaming community. So if you're like me and just so many other WoW players, you're tired of playing what is a massive multiplayer online game. You're surrounded by millions, but yet somehow you still have no one to play with. That was me for years. So many people in our community before they joined our community. And if you're looking for a positive place to make some friends, enjoy community events, join some raid teams, but more importantly, just a place to enjoy life and gaming together in a positive environment, join that Discord, get plugged in. Say Ray, hope you know you're loved as well. Guys, we got new people jumping on in. We need some unity love. Can we just create a culture of unity welcomeness where people just like throw some hearts and chat when follows come on? Come on now. You guys are more than welcome. Love to have it. Let's check through these priest colors because if they get a good color combo, this will be so far my favorite set. Let's check it out. Ooh, that one's nice, dude. But that's just my bias towards loving like a light blue color. But if they give me a white and gold or a white and blue, I'm sold. I'm sold. And right now I'm playing a lot of disc priest. So I'm pretty pumped about this. Oh, okay, this one's a cook, dude. This color combo, my disc priest is probably going to be looking like this one. Yep. Okay, that's pretty sick too. Yeah, this preset might be tough to beat, dude. This might be tough to beat. Okay, it's pretty cool. The dark red vibes just don't give me priest. But I do. Okay, this one's nice too. My favorite color is either this one or I think it's this one. This is nice. Yeah, Photoshop, you gotta farm this. I'm gonna farm this on my priest. This is nice. Scoob, the druid one so far is my least favorite. As someone that plays a lot of balance druid, I'm not looking forward to that druid set. This right here is definitely my favorite priest set. And this is a close contender for the mage set for favorite just tier sets so far coming in season 3. This one is really sweet. I like this one a lot. Let's keep on going. What other classes we got? Let's keep on scrolling down. PvP. Okay, rogue. Okay, instantly love the face. Love the face. And here's why. Because one of my favorite tier sets in all of WoW is actually rogue tier 5, the merciless set. If you guys remember this was from like Serpent Shrine Cavern tier 5 or PvP set. This is one of my favorite just masks, faces in all of World of Warcraft. And this instantly gives me that vibe. It's not the exact same thing, but instantly gives me a similar vibe. Where is this one? What happened on my page? Why are my pages being weird? Scroll down. There we go. Instantly gives me a similar vibe to that. Not exactly the same, but a similar vibe. I'm for it, dude. Dude, that is actually sweet. Not a huge fan of the colors, but love it. Shoulders look great. Gloves. It screams leather. This, for me, screams rogue. Love the class fantasy. That's a cool color combo. Like that. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not too crazy about that one. Personally, I would love to see maybe the face be white, but I think that's just my desire for them to literally just recreate this this set right here. But not bad. I enjoy it. Okay. And I think we're on a PvP now. Okay. I like this one probably the most. My honest take on the rogue tier, I actually love the model, but there's no color combos I'm crazy about. Yeah, no color combos. I want to see like some cohesion between the colors, but there's almost just too much of the same color. Every different set is just almost too much of just the same color. And then for the next one, they just changed the color. So the actual gear, I think, is sick. Color combos, I think, could be a little more creative. But overall, I would definitely say like it's a good rogue set. So overall, I definitely enjoy it. But yeah, I agree, Kissy. It could also feel a little hunter-like, and the hunter one didn't feel very hunter. No. Ooh, on to shaman. Instantly shaman. Insta shaman vibes. Like, there's no doubt about it. This is a shaman tier set for sure. Love it. First of all, love the wolf mask, but with like the fiery mane in the back. That is dope. Shoulders that are like fiery claws almost. Then the like animal's fur cloak. Dude, this set is sick. I really like. Okay, that's dope, bro. Again, that's just my bias towards the color blue. But okay, this is in my opinion, I really enjoy this shaman set. Really feels shaman, and because of the wolf mask, which I believe is it tier 2 shaman or is it tier 3? Might even be tier 1. No, is it tier 3? No, what am I thinking of? There is it tier 4? No, it's not tier 4. I'm thinking of an old school shaman set that is a wolf face. It's definitely not tier 6. I wear tier 6 on my shaman. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but I'm thinking of an old school shaman mask. So it kind of gives me almost a little bit of nostalgia. I like this one a lot. Yeah, this one I vibe with. Because again, the most important thing for me when I see a tier set is, does it give me the class vibes? Does it fit the fantasy of the class? And if it doesn't, then I'm instantly just like, this one screams shaman. Not my favorite shaman set ever, but I enjoy this a lot. This one, Blizzard, you stay true to the shaman class, and I respect it. I respect it. Let's go. Let's keep on going. Keep on going. We got a few more classes to get through. Oh, Warlock. Can we have a round of applause, please, for the Warlock tier set right here? Absolute GG's. Not a huge fan of this specific color combo, but this screams Warlock. First of all, they gave Warlocks the dark portal in their face, bro. What are we talking about? The eyeball in the middle, if this thing moves, I'm sold, bro. If this thing moves in the game, oh, that'll be huge. Love the helmet, love the shoulders, I love all of it. I literally love all of it. Oh, and there's eyes on the shoulders and on the back cloak. Blizzard. And here's why. Obviously, I made the joke about the dark portal, but Warlocks summon like summoning portals. Dude, this is a vibe. This, I think out of all the tier sets we've seen, this one fits the class fantasy best. Like, this just screams Warlock. I like this color. Oh, bro, chat. Are they gonna make me main Warlock, dude? Are me and Furix just gonna be dual Warlocks, bro? This is nuts. I think this right here is best tier set in the game. This tier. It's creative. The colors are beautiful. The void horns, bro. This one might take the cake for best set in all of the tier. Mage for me is a close second with Priest, but this one, it's too good. It's too good. The eyeball, it's all too good. The portal for a face perfectly fits the aesthetic of the new season. Yeah, it's too good. It's too. This one's sick too, bro. What are we talking about? Okay. Yeah. 100%. Warlock takes the tier. I haven't even seen them all, but I highly doubt there's going to be another set better than this one. This one, dude, they cooked on this one. Sheesh, bro. I'm currently leveling up my Warlock right now, actually. And I was just going to probably get it to 80 and let it sit there. I might actually farm this set because this is, oh, wow, that's clean, dude. My goodness. That is insane. Let's keep on going. We still have, what is this? Warrior? Okay. I got thoughts. It's not bad. It just, I know these aren't feathers. They look like they're chains, but they look like feathers. So then it gives me like Druid. Yeah, great googly moogly. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't necessarily think it's bad or I don't like it, but it's different. That's a choice. Oh, the chains hang down in the actual game. Oh, I wish I could see that. But the helmet I like. I think just the chains are throwing me off. Because I actually like the shoulders. I like the gloves. I like the helmet. I actually really like covering the face mask and the eyes. I actually really like that. I think just the chains are just, they're really throwing me off. But if they don't stick up, then I think I would enjoy it. Yeah, like this really screams warrior. This really screams warrior. And some of the, I actually think it's a cool set. I just was really thrown off by the chains, and it took me a second, I think, to, ooh, the purple's nice. Took me a second to recover. But overall, I do like it. Give me your thoughts. What do y'all think about the warrior? I wish I could see them with the chains down. I'll have to try and find that. Looney, you don't care for it? Yeah, it's not my favorite. But I like this color combo, actually. This is nice. Where can I see it in like a model viewer or in game? You said Swifter put something in the Discord. Let me go check this out. It may really change my mind if I get to see it in game. So I'm going to the Discord. I'm going to retail chat. And if he posted a picture of it, I want to see this bad boy. We just scroll up and find it. Oh, okay. Big shout out to Swifter. He gave us a picture in game. I'm assuming this is PTR action with the chains hanging down. Okay. I think I still gotta see it in game. I think I still gotta see it in game and like walk around with it and like see its, it's like movement mechanics and stuff. Like, how does that feel and look? But it's definitely better than them sticking up like this. So I actually really enjoy everything, but I think I need to see the chains in game. But overall, I think it's a great tier set. There are some that I think were hit or miss, but I think for me, my favorites are definitely Warlock, Priest, and Mage. Probably, if I were to give them an order, probably Warlock, Mage, Priest. I think it's probably in order of my top 3. Paladin one I enjoyed. Some of them like Hunter, Druid, not my favorite. But overall, this is already looking to be a great tier. And again, if anyone watching this is looking for a raid team, like you're looking for a positive gaming environment so that you can actually complete some of these raids, so that you can get some of these tier sets, but you want to do it in a positive environment where people are enjoying life and gaming together, I encourage you, click on the link in the description below, join the Unity Gaming Discord. We want to give you a place to belong because so many of us, our story is your story. We played in guilds that kept falling apart due to drama and toxicity. We kept pugging, kept having these bad gaming experiences. We want to give you a positive experience. So subscribe to this channel, get plugged in Unity Gaming, join the live streams, and we'll catch you in the next one. Perfect. Dude, I love it. I love it. Bro, we're going to be farming gear like crazy, guys. Guys, I think many of us will have no life in Season 3, and I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I am down for it, dude. Man, dude. New dungeon? Like, there's just so much coming out in Season 3, bro. Like, what are we... I'm telling you, Blizzard's cooking, dude. They're cooking, bro. Like, I dig this, man. And we're not even done. We haven't even scratched the surface. This is crazy, man. Let's go. All right, for those who don't know, this is the new rotation of 8 dungeons coming in Season 3. We have Dawnbreaker coming back from Season 1, which I enjoyed Dawnbreaker as long as they fix the stupid boat thing. I flew through one of those boats to my unalive 74,000 times. Blizzard, please fix. I hope they did. Arakara, I vibe with. That's coming back in Season 3. The final boss is definitely toxic, especially in super high keys. Things can one-shot you. But overall, I enjoyed Arakara. Floodgate, which is currently in Season 2, coming back for Season 3. I enjoy. I have no gripes with Floodgate. Obviously, it doesn't feel super great to just do the same dungeon again. But if we're going to do that, I'm glad that it's Floodgate and it's Priory of Sacred Flame. I'm okay with those 2 dungeons. Let me know in the chat which dungeons did you wish they would bring back, but these are the 2 they're actually bringing back. Then we've also got Echo Dome Aldani, which is the new dungeon, which if you guys saw the actual in-game footage, looks beautiful. Looks really beautiful. It is not a mega dungeon like we're used to getting at the end of an expansion. It is actually just a normal 3-boss dungeon, which I think is really, really cool. Then they're bringing back 3 dungeons from Shadowlands. Halls of Atonement, this one right here. Then we've got the Tazavesh Streets of Wonder and the Solia's Gambit. This is the mega dungeon that came out on Shadowlands, but they're splitting it into 2 and now giving us, and they also said they're giving us a hard mode as well. So these are the 8 new dungeons coming in Season 3. Let me know your thoughts. I think it's a good pool. I think it's a good pool. I'm not normally a fan of Season 3 having repeat dungeons, but I also understand like they made all these new dungeons for the expansion. So like they got to get their time in the sun, right? Because otherwise when Midnight comes out, we're just never going to do these for like years and years and years. So from a game developer standpoint, it would also suck to put all this time into all these new dungeons and then for them to get hardly any airtime, right? So I do think that they should do it, but I also agree that like it's a little bit crappy to like repeat dungeons that we've literally been doing right now. Oh, and Taco, that's true perspective, man. That it's a huge step in the right direction from I believe Legion, Shadowlands, and BFA. Maybe I'm wrong. No, not Shadowlands. No, maybe I'm right. But there was a time in the game where it was just all 8 dungeons for like 2 years. And I'm like, this is... So yeah, let's remember to be thankful for that. True, that's true. That's true, it's true. All right, next one. Let's check this out. Okay, this one we already saw. The Keymaster mount. We checked that out already. And this one... Crazy tier sets. Oh, yes, dude. The biggest boss in World of Warcraft ever made, Dimensius, and he is not only sick, but he is huge. This is a little bit more of the scale of how big this boss is going to be. He is the boss. I believe it was Manitombs. I know he's from Burning Crusade, but maybe this is the wrong dungeon. Might have been Manitombs. One of those dungeons. If you know the exact name, feel free to let me know. But there is a picture of how big he looks compared to, this is Stormwind. Look how insane that is, dude. And then here's one compared to Dalaran. Bro, it's literally the biggest boss World of Warcraft has ever made, and I am a huge fan of big bosses. Okay, now when you guys see this boss right here on this platform that we show, I want this a picture. There was a picture earlier of him on a platform, and he just looks absolutely massive. I am really curious if for the first time ever we're gonna get like a 2-phase split boss. And what I mean by that is Final Fantasy does this on the hardest difficulty. If you get the boss to like 50%, then not only does he completely change to a whole new thing, but then you actually get a save point and you like have to do the boss. So basically you unalive the boss twice, but completely different experiences. I would love to see that come to WoW. We have no reason to think that it is coming. This is definitely just, this is copium for sure. But with a boss this big, what a time to introduce something like that. And I would be addicted. So bro, I would be so addicted. I hope they do it. But either way, I am pumped to see the biggest boss WoW's ever had. Because yeah, dude, this is gonna be crazy, man. Yo, Mag, I do like big bosses, and I cannot lie, bro. I cannot lie, dude. And then here we've got some images of what the new raid's gonna look like. Oof. This is crazy, dude. Dude, I love the aesthetics. And I'm glad because, like, you know, right now, I'm not a huge fan of the whole, like, goblin feel of season 2. But I was like, you know what, dude? I can't like every season as much because, you know, my preference shouldn't always win. But I was like, yo, SouZy, wait your turn. You'll like the next season. I hope anyway. And, dude, I was right. The patience paid off. It paid off. Dude, look how ginormous he is. That is so crazy, dude. But now, we don't have any dates on anything, right? I'm pretty sure we have 0 dates on anything. I looked through Wowhead briefly this morning to prepare for the stream. I didn't see anything about dates. But does anyone have any info I don't have? Okay, Cal, no dates yet. That's what I thought. But I did just want to make sure. Oh, yeah. Ethan, he's going to be the size of freaking Stormwind. Oh, he's going to be a big boy. For sure. Oh, it's going to be crazy. So crazy. I can't wait. But let me just do a quick look through Wowhead again. See if there's anything important that we missed. There is the cloak coming out in the video. Mounts, tier sets. The one thing that I heard on Twitter, because again, I've been at the conference, so I've been a little disconnected. But there is a, whoa, spell block being removed for Protection Warrior. Why? Why are they doing that? And only for Prot? Interesting. Yeah, so right now, with the introduction of this new Void-themed Demon Hunter Metamorphosis model, a lot of people right now are speculating, are Demon Hunters getting a third spec? Are they getting a third spec? There has been a new class icon of the game that we've never seen, and so it's all speculation, all rumor right now, but people are wondering, in 11.2, Season 3 of The War Within, are Demon Hunters actually going to be getting a third spec? We don't actually know, but I will say, they did drop augmentation mid-expansion for Evokers. So they absolutely could drop a third spec for Demon Hunters mid-expansion as well. But I guess we'll have to see. Let me know your thoughts. That's kind of crazy, bro. That's kind of crazy. You think it's Void Elf Demon Hunters? I don't know, man. A whole new model, new class icons. Luna, we'll see you back in a bit. Passive Influence was good. How you doing, baby? Let's go, man. Yeah, I don't know. It could be, guys. Could be. Demon Hunter class, you know, not really my thing, so I wouldn't say I'm super hyped, but depending on what it is, I'm curious. That's right, Kissy. King Positivity Influence has arrived. Capture Dawn, more to learn on Demon Hunter game. Dude, yeah, for those that love it, I think that's great because, I mean, Demon Hunter is the only class in the game with only 2 specs. And it's been like, what, 10 years? So I'm like, I could see them getting a third spec. I just don't know what it would be, right? Like, it'd be strange for them to get a ranged spec. Would they use different weapons? I don't know. I don't actually know. But there is one thing that I'm looking for that I heard on Twitter that I wasn't able to find on Wowhead this morning. But I'm sure some of y'all have heard it. Have you seen the change they're making to people who leave Mythic Plus dungeons? I want to try and find the post because I don't want to give false information. Because I briefly heard something on Twitter. But I want to see this. Yeah, please. If some of you have the post, please send it to me because I want to fully read it and I want to understand it. But I took a quick bio break at the conference, and you know what I mean? I was like, bro, there's too much WoW news for me to be not keeping up, dude. And chat, don't try to tell me like you're not on your phone on the toilet, chat. Don't give me that, dude. It's called efficiency, right? I'm trying to stay up to date here. Wait, did I pass it? Anyway, Caspi sent it to me. Let me check this out. Caspi, thank you for that. You're an absolute Giga Chad legend. See this? Oh, bro, just that title. Mythic Plus leavers finally penalized with new deserter system coming in Season 3 of The War Within. What the heck? We gotta check this out. Blizzard has revealed the Wowhead that a new Mythic Plus deserter system will be implemented in the Season 3 that will mark frequent leavers and looking for group. This may be one of the biggest changes to Mythic Plus literally since the system has come out. Because people leaving left and right is a huge problem, but there's not a penalty for Mythic Plus, but there is for when you're using the Dungeon Finder auto queue system, like doing heroics and stuff. Let's check out what this means. Mythic Plus leavers are one of the most frustrating things that can happen to your key after the rest of the group doesn't currently want to quit. Absolutely. Because if someone quits in Mythic Plus, you can't like just get a new friend to come fill in. The dungeon it's over unless you want to complete it with 4 people, but in a lot of scenarios, it's just not possible. Players have voiced their concerns on the topic across social media over the last several expansions. Dude, Blizzard they just started listening. It's crazy. I love it. And Blizzard has even taken some previous action on them. At the beginning of War Within, Blizzard added a deserter debuff for all players who leave any group. Yeah. That's in the auto queue finder. But a recent interview with Blizzard, Wowhead talked with Drew D'Souza. Hey now, come on now. That's also my last name, just with a Z. And Taylor Sanders, who revealed they'll be adding a new Mythic Plus deserter season in Season 3. They don't have all the details yet. Okay, that's cool. In order to leave the Mythic Plus dungeon without a penalty, players must initiate, there's a voting system, and the group must agree. If a player leaves without a successful vote too frequently, they'll be marked as someone who leaves group often in Group Finder. Marked players can lose the mark by successfully completing the dungeon and using the voting system properly. So here's some beginner thoughts on this. Pros and cons for sure. There will be schools of thought where people are like, I'm going to be a prisoner to Mythic Plus dungeons that I don't want to finish. And this is a hard thing because you got to remember, in the Dungeon Finder, it is people with different goals signing up for the Mythic Plus dungeon. Some people that sign up for that same, let's say it's a +10, the same +10. Some people in that are pushing, they want Mythic Plus rating, meaning that if they're not going to time the dungeon, that dungeon becomes a waste of their time. Other people are like, dude, I just want some gear that drops out. I mean, not gear. I want the crests. Some people, so if we complete or not, then I'm fine. But some people are like, if we don't time, I get less crests. So now this is inefficient for me. Some people are like, I just want a vault. So I don't care if it takes us 4.5 hours. I just want a completed 10 for my vault. So those are people, some of them are incentivized to stay and finish. Some of them are incentivized to say, if we don't time it, this is a waste of my time. So that's it's hard to build a system where people's goals are different. So what I like about this is, notice what it said. It didn't say people that desert dungeons will necessarily be like, you can't queue up for another dungeon. What it does is it'll mark you as this player leaves dungeons often. So for some people, they will be like, I won't invite you because you're a deserter. But some people will be like, hey, I am going to invite you because I am also the type of person who leaves because I'm only pushing Mythic Plus rating. So, I mean, it's loose, but this actually could help people identify each other in like, okay, you're a pusher. Like, you're just looking to push and get rating. So you're actually in the same school of thought as I am. If we can't time this, I also plan on leaving. So then if we don't, if we have too many wipes, we're just going to create a voting system, and then we're all going to hit yes because we're all people who leave often, but not out of toxicity, but actually out of efficiency. So this actually might help bring those people together. I don't know how well that'll work out in practice, but in theory, it could actually help some people identify each other, who are the leavers for good reasons and who are the leavers for bad reasons. So, I mean, we'll see how this plays out, but I will say I'm glad to see Blizzard attempt something to address a multi-year problem. Is this the fully thought out solution? We don't know for sure because, again, they said they don't have all the details, but I'm glad they're just taking a step. Is it the right step? We'll see how it plays out, but I'm just glad to see them actually putting something in practice to see if they can solve this multi-year problem. So I would say, as an attempt, GG Blizzard. As an attempt, GG Blizzard. For sure. For sure, for sure. I love it. Taco, also random SouZy. So did you see Tettle's? I did, bro. I did. Oh, well, when I get through this post, we'll touch on that. Because that was insane. Actually, let me get the YouTube video. I watched it because I was like, on day one, I was like, this is literally insane. Tettle's plus 17.
We got a new follow.
I'll get it ready and we'll talk about it after this. It's crazy. Yo, Die Doctors, welcome, my friend. Sincerely hope you know you're loved and valued. My name is Pastor SouZy. Pleasure to meet you. Welcome to the channel. You're an S-tier human being. If you're like me and so many other WoW players, just tired of the toxicity of the internet, looking for a positive place to clear content, do Mythic Plus, raids, community events, monthly transmog events with cash prizes, you are more than welcome to be a part. We'd love to have you. I'm new to WoW and I'm starting out on Warrior. Was wondering what spec should I run for DPS, and thanks for the greeting. Absolutely. If you're running out Warrior, I would say I think Fury, in my opinion, is a little more fun. First of all, you get to dual wield huge two-handed weapons, which just feels strong and epic. I've heard it's a little easier to play than arms. I don't know how accurate that is because I don't really play. I play Protection Warrior. I would say Fury. I would say go Fury, but I would say whatever is the most fun. Whatever is the most fun. I just happen to think Fury's a little bit more fun. Yo, Unbound, good to see you. God bless you. Let's go. Trenador, much loved it. Casual, I don't know how Mythic Plus works, but also before someone joins Mythic Plus queue and gets in, the leader should be warned the person about to join or joined is a constant leaver. Well, yeah, that's what that's basically what this will do. The leader invites people. It's not an auto queue system. Mythic Plus had like hand invites every person, which is really, really cool. Dude, I dig that. I dig that a lot. All right, last thing that we will I didn't need to nerf
the one button rotation for
this one. This one's gonna stir the pot a little bit. Okay, this one is gonna stir the pot a little bit. This one is kind of crazy. Streamer and content creator Tettles, who plays a balanced druid, was testing the one button rotation and actually topped the DPS charts doing a plus 17 using nothing else to do damage but literally the one button. Now he's still using utility and movement and stuns and crowd control manually, but literally as you see here, he is actually just spamming the one button rotation, and by the end of this plus 17 dungeon, he actually ends up topping the DPS meters, not only just in this boss fight, but actually overall in the dungeon pretty significantly. Now, this has created some controversy in the WoW community on if this is balanced, because that right there is the definition of unbalanced, right? You should not, with the 25% reduction, he should not be doing more damage than people who are actually good enough to do a plus 17. That is wild. Now, I've heard that it's not this extreme for every class. I heard some classes, the one button rotation is like really way too weak. Some of it feels just right, but clearly balanced druid is way too strong. And so I'm gonna have to take advantage of it as someone that plays balanced druid. But this can't be. Blizzard, love you. You gotta take a look at the balanced druid. Because that is obviously, that's way too much. But when I saw that video, because I did actually watch it the other night, but I wasn't here to like cover it on stream. I was like, this is that I gotta fix this. But while it's in the game, I'll abuse it. It's not a it's not a bug. It's just in the game, dude. It's in the game. Crazy, man. Dyers, my buddy tried to get me in a WoW ages ago. I bought the expansion that was current at the time, and he hooked me up with some gold for basic heirlooms. So I still have those, but just lost. Oh, come on now. Shadowlands was, it was an expansion. It was an expansion. Taco, I think the biggest issue is that some specs are so garbage with one button. Yeah, it's just not even across the board. Some of them are really trash. Some of them are obviously way too OP. And then I've heard a few just like, they feel like what we think Blizzard had intended for it to feel. But I'm assuming that they're going to patch that. I'm assuming that they'll hotfix it. They'll balance it. I don't think they're just going to leave balanced druids that way, because that's obviously giga OP, dude. Way giga OP. For sure, man. So, Taco, Pharaoh Druid is like a 25% DPS loss. It's supposed to be a 25% loss, right? I don't know if that math really adds up, but it's supposed to be a loss of some extent. How much? I'm not fully sure. Casey, I love Shadowlands. I met Nap and Taco in Shadowlands. I enjoyed season 3 of Shadowlands a lot. That raid, what was it called? Sepulchre, the first ones. That raid was clean. I mean, we're talking the Anduin fight. We're talking the jailer fight. And then, come on, Halandris. As a tank, Halandris is one of my favorite fights to ever exist in the game. So good. And then that mythic fight, and then the race to world first. Oh my goodness. Oh, so good. Oh, that's true, Mag. That was when you started playing. I forgot about that. Yeah. AJ, you like Shadowlands? The jailer fun was fight, dude. Getting us pushing for AOTC together, AJ, back in Shadowlands, that was a vibe, dude. That was a vibe. AJ, I miss raiding with you, bro. Love you, man. Oh yeah, that race roll first was marvelous. Just literally marvelous. Just actually marvelous. That thing was absolutely incredible. Love it. All right, friends. Seems like we finished up all the WoW news pretty much just in time. We are going to pivot now for my weekly Ask to Pastor Anything. Let me just get, wait, why am I logged out of Restream? I'm going to blame Blizzard. Blizzard, why'd you log me out? Hold the phone. Blizzard. Hold the phone. Well, I guess I could just do this. We could pivot. Dun. I just finished right now Trenador, so I'm gonna get some clips sent your way. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a folder, bro. SouZy video editor, clips, raw footage. I'm gonna make a new folder called 11.2, and I'm gonna throw, there's quite a bit, dude. There's probably like 15 clips. There's quite a bit. Oh yeah, there's quite a bit, dude. 15 may be actually an understatement. What clip is this? Yeah, there's a lot. Is this one? Yeah, any of the clips that I'm sending you right now, they're all hot off the press. So no specific order to start banging them out. And then I did 3 long form YouTube videos today. Magnificor, dude, I wasn't sure if you were here before. Are you able to highlight this for me, bro? While I do Ask Pass or anything? There was 3 videos. There is reacting to the YouTube video is the first one. Second one is the mounts. And third one is the tier set. And trend out of all 3 of those for long form, I would say the tier set. I think the tier set's probably going to pique the most interest. Either that, the reaction video one for the, well, yeah, I would do tier set. Yeah. That one I think would be best.
Welcome to the Penguin Palace.
Come on! Cannibal, you're a beautiful human being. Thanks for 3 months in the Penguin Palace. S tier, absolute, literal, living legend. God bless you. On the bottom of my heart, thank you. I appreciate you. Cannibal, how you been? It's good to see you back, friend. Let's go. Look at these S tier legends, man. Look at these absolute S tier legends. All right, let me just do one quick thing, because for some reason Restream was like, nah, bro. You're getting logged out of the game, bro. You're getting logged out of the game. My goodness gracious. Ba-ba-bum-bum. Da-da-da-da-da. Let's go. Da-da-dun-dun-dun. Da-da-dun-dun. And guys, can we just spam hearts in the chat right now for the amazing team behind the scenes? If it wasn't for Magnificor highlighting videos, if it wasn't for Trinitor editing videos, if it wasn't for, what you call it, AJ Valdez making thumbnails, yeah, I realize I would never put out content, right? Like, would never put out content. Having a massive team of people helping behind the scenes is the only way I can juggle the things that I juggle. Like, otherwise it's just impossible. Being a lead pastor of a church and a content creator and leader of Unity, like, there's just no way. If we didn't have amazing leaders in Unity, that wouldn't be possible. If we didn't have amazing team at XP Church, that wouldn't be possible, between the staff and the volunteers. If we didn't have, like, just literally, it wouldn't be possible. Like, it's just, I'm only one man. It literally would not, it just hands down would not be possible. And so, sincerely to all of you, like, thank you. Like, thank you. Like, there just is, there is no other way to say it. You guys are actually just literally the best human beings on the planet. And that is an understatement. Facts. Understatement. Let's go. All right, let me just put this thing in real quick. Dun, 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 dun. Sweet deal. All right, here's what we do, friends. I'm going to change my title, and then we are going to go live on the XP Church channel. And we're going to begin a little bit of a different time, but we're going to begin Ask a Pastor Anything. Normally I do these a little bit later on Fridays, but I am doing a shortened version of it. I had to cover all that content while it was hot. Otherwise it was going to become old news and I would miss the window. But I also want to do Ask Pastor Anything, but I'm doing it earlier and shorter because in 50 minutes, I am going back to the conference. So today is day 3 of that Christian Gamer Developer Conference that I'm at right now. And just people who work in gaming entertainment industry, which I do as a content creator. Really fantastic, by the way. I've met so many cool people. I've met people from TikTok. I've met developers from Minecraft, people that work at Epic Games. I mean, it's just literally crazy. But I wanted to stream this morning, but I was like, I'm gonna have to do a shorter stream so that I can make the end of it and not miss out. So let me turn that on, and then we're getting ready to rock and roll, man. Let's change my Twitch channel. Oh, what the heck? Dude, that scared the crap out of me, man. What are we talking about here, dude? What are we talking about here? Ask a pastor anything. And then I do want to say one last thing as well. For those that are thinking about heading out, I know some people, when I get into my faith content, something they choose not to hear, respect your decision. I will be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. from World of Warcraft. So if you're like, hey, I'm heading out now, but I do want to come back, when are you live next? Tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern. And I'm pretty much going to be live like all day tomorrow. Tomorrow's my last stream before I go on vacation. So if you guys want to hang out one more time, tomorrow's the day. My stream will go live next week, but it'll be Magnificor, my head mod, running my stream, playing VODs. He's going to replace some of the Invincible runs, old VODs, some of my encouraging YouTube videos. So my stream will be on, but I will be away. Like, if you won't be able to like ask me a question and I'll respond to it. It'll just be pre-recorded content. So if you guys want that positive content throughout your day while you're at work or whatever you're doing, it'll be there, but just know I won't actually be live. And we'll make that clear in the title, all that kind of good stuff. And then I'll be back on, what is it, July 1st? My next stream after that will be July 1st. I'm gonna miss y'all. I'm gonna miss y'all. I'm not sure. Nasty. Cliffy B. I don't know if I've met a guy named Cliffy B yet. I'm not sure about that one. I'm not sure. All right, I'm turning the church channel on. Ask a Pastor begins right now. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Alrighty, friends. For those that are joining on the XP Church channel, love your face. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Friends, for the next 48 minutes, we are going to dive into a segment I do every Friday called Ask a Pastor Anything, where the concept is simple. Ask a Pastor, where you literally just get to ask a pastor anything. It could be about life, faith, relationships, the Bible, how to become a content creator. SouZy, what is your favorite color? I just want to do my best to be a blessing and encouragement And if there's anything maybe you're thinking about, maybe a situation in life, and you're looking for a second opinion, some advice, some wisdom, I never claim to have all of life's answers. But if I can help you win in the areas in which I've won, or if I can help you keep you from failing in the areas in which I have failed, I just love to be a blessing to you in any way that I can. And I'm glad you're here. Go ahead and ask some questions. We'll get you plugged in. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to do the whole shared chat thing, man. Get both chats in the same place. Makes my life so much easier. Let's go. So if anyone has any questions, all you got to do is type !ask, hit the space bar, and then type in your question, and I'll answer them in the order in which they came in. And if you want to ask questions about the conference that I'm at also, feel free as well. It's called Ask a Pastor Anything for a reason. For a reason. You ask, I do my best to answer. Come on now. All right, chats are now combined. And let's get it, shall we? Let's get it. Kissy, I hope he clips you trying to find the Dungeon Lever article and staring at the screen, hovering over the article and scrolling past it twice. Oh, I'm the worst. That's not good. You know what? I was gonna ask you that I really do that, but I'm like, you know what? I believe it. I believe it. Calexander, where do Romans go? All right, cat's out of the bag. Cat's out of the bag. Yes, I was intentional to literally not say anything, but obviously it was indeed Romans 10:9. He is the leader and creator of Reach Conference, which is a conference in Orlando, Florida. Oh, he's in the chat. Oh, it's too hot. Yeah, bro. Welcome to my life, dude. Welcome to my life, bro. So he was the strange man sitting on the couch that we intentionally didn't say anything about. But he is here in Oregon because he is at that conference. So he's just staying. I live like 40 minutes away from it. So it's like, bro, we're not gonna pay for a hotel. What are you thinking, dude? So he's here staying at my house for a couple of days. He leaves tomorrow morning. And in 45 minutes, we're gonna head back. But he is here. He is indeed here. All right, let's start jumping into some questions. And he's probably downstairs in my living room or something. I don't know. He's not in the room. Feels bad. Feels so bad. Come on now. Yeah, the restream. I'm only on Twitch right now because the restream wouldn't work. And unfortunately, because it's such a short session, I was like, I can't take the time to figure this out. Oh, he's here! Here he is, the legend.
Check out my shirt.
I have a very psychotic wife. Oh.
There you go.
Oh, I see. The hot in the middle is. Oh my god. Dude, you would have that shirt.
She actually bought it for me. Isn't that great?
Oh, she bought that. Makes it better.
It is so hot in here, chat. I don't know how he does it. This is a sweatshop.
Yeah. Wait. Can I open the door now?
Oh, is that a thing?
Well, it's past 10. Yeah, I'm good to leave the door open. It gets freaking hot in here, dude.
It's too hot.
There's the wifey.
Oh.
What's up, boo?
Are you not here the whole time? Oh, yeah. Hot.
She does that with the door to try to fan in here. It gets really hot in here, dude. Is that actually why you got out?
Yeah, no, I finished my work and I was like, perfect time. Yeah, it's uncomfortable. It's a little bit of
it's too hot. Even with this thing blowing on me, this fan next to me,
there's a fan.
It gets too hot. It gets too hot. Bro, I just shouted out Reach, dude, and you weren't here.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Hey, guys.
For those that are wondering, what exactly is Reach Conference?
Reach Conference is a great place for authentic gaming. And if you happen to be a creator, it's a great place to meet actual content creators that might be faith-based or not, but usually they are. And gaming, there's so many surprises. I can't share them.
Oh, you can't share them?
Well, I don't want to, I guess. It's my love language, is to surprise.
Sure.
But you guys will love, for those who go, who will be surprised.
I will be there. November 6th to the 8th.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to come hang out, it's going to be a ton of fun. We went last year, and bro, I'm not even just saying this to hype you up. It was my favorite gaming conference ever been. Like, including TwitchCon.
Wow. Reach is better than TwitchCon.
I mean, it just combines everything I love, right? Content creators I love, faith, content creation. The speakers were S tier. So, like, it had everything. Had everything I love. Yo, Trisha's saying, when are we doing a Reach in Europe?
Yeah. I'll be in Europe almost all of July.
True.
So if you're in Germany or Amsterdam.
She's in Spain. You going?
I was been in Madrid.
But you're not going to Spain this year, right?
Spain doesn't have butter. So.
Wait, is that a real statement?
Yeah. Spain, for some reason, does not do butter. I don't know why.
Chusky, can you confirm?
They like their olive oil and other...
Oh, well, olive oil is a vibe, though.
I know, but America, butter, cows. What are you guys doing with your cows? What's Spain doing with their cows? You don't want to, like, use that milk for anything?
Interesting.
Oh, snap. Influence Live.
What's up, Influence? Oh, it's going to be so good, bro.
Yeah.
I'll be there. Me and the wife will absolutely be there. Big deal.
Whew, it is, like, so hot in here, though, so, you know.
Chusky, they're saying you guys don't have butter. Is that a lie? Is that a true statement? I'm not sure. But yeah, if you guys want to come to Reach, I'll be there. And I'll put the link in my chat. You guys can actually use code SouZy. Save is it $10 off your ticket. Come on now.
It's 5 now. It's
5. I didn't say it.
You can either use code SouZy, or if you want to be fancy, use code BALD.
You can use bald. I think also you did bad hairline. I think I have 3.
It's a little long. You have a third one. I don't know if it's bad hairline. It's like really long. Just use code BALD or code SouZy.
It was a list of ridiculous ones, Mag saying. Truth. It works.
Truth.
All right, I'm going to get back to Ask Pass or anything. But guys, come to the Reach. It's going to be amazing. Wait, Amanda, Amanda gets priority. Amanda has an Ask a Pass or anything question. Yes, darling. I haven't asked him yet because I was ignoring him. Yo, Romans. But it's going to rain. Okay, yeah, because it just drizzles here, so. Okay, I'm down to 2. All right, cool, we'll go. All right, sweet deal. All right, let's dive on in. We had a few questions coming in. I'm gonna start from the top, and then we are going in. I'm gonna give probably a little bit of a rapid fire Ask Pass or anything, because we are only going for the next 40 minutes, because I do have to go back to that conference. So let me scroll back down and get the first question. And I just want to make sure that's actually the first one. Yeah, first one was where the Romans go. Perfect. All right, next question coming in from Favored. How do pastors determine who they listen to / learn from? And I'll be honest, this is a hard one, right? This is a hard one. So when I'm trying to determine people who I listen to and who I don't listen to, one, it's super important, and it's a harder thing to do, but it's super important to try and get some mentors in your life. And when I look for mentors, I normally look for them to be older. So right now, my wife and I have a couple mentors. One of them is 86, and he is like the most kindest, loving, godliest man I've ever met. Wild. And then our other 2 mentors are a married couple, younger than 86, but older than us. They're in like their early 50s, early to mid 50s. They actually live in Oregon, funny enough. Another reason why, living here is just amazing. But they're older, right? So they have a lot of wisdom. When it comes to who we listen to, I try to look at a few things. One, how well are they living their lives according to the values that are important to me, which for me as a follower of Jesus is the Bible, right? So if people are I don't really take much advice from people who are if they're living their, for example, if they claim to be a Christian, but they're living a life that is completely contrary to the Bible, I'm not open to taking their advice about faith, because they say one thing but they do another, right? There's an inconsistency between what they preach and then how they live. And I try to be a consistent person. I am not a perfect person. I make mistakes, some big, some ginormously massive, but I just try to be a consistent person, right? So for example, however I am on camera, that's how I want to be in real life. Whatever I'm going to preach, that's how I want to live my life. And if I ever am inconsistent with what I say, hey, we should avoid doing X, Y, and Z, and if I ever do those things, I try to be consistent in the sense where I say, hey, that was wrong of me to do and I shouldn't have done it, and I'm going to try to do better. Acknowledging the humanity, but trying to be consistent. I also, when it comes to who I listen to, I want to make sure, first of all, that I'm testing even everything that they say, right? So even a mentor, they're not God, right? When you are choosing to follow another human, you have to understand, they are they're human. So even though one of our mentors, his name is Jack86, he is, sometimes I'm like, are you human? Because he's like so put together. But he obviously he's not perfect. He has his moments. So when he says something to me, it carries a lot of weight, but I also need to make sure, like, does it align with what I'm reading in the Bible? And an encouragement I would give to anyone here, even when, let me say this, when you listen to me, don't just take what I say like, oh, like SouZy said, it must be true. Like, open up your Bible and be like, is SouZy saying something that's contrary to what the Bible is? And if I am, don't listen to it. Don't listen to it. I do that with my mentors. I do that with my friends. And if it's ever inconsistent, we're going to have a conversation about it. Now, my mentors have never done that, but I got to be careful not to like idolize people. People are human, right? Normally what we do with humans is we either demonize or we idolize. This person either sucks, they're so bad, I can't believe they would do that, or wow, they're so amazing. Like, we just got to put them in the middle. We shouldn't demonize or idolize. We should humanize. This person is just human, but they can give me good wisdom. And last thing I'll say to that is the Bible talks a lot about the importance of what's called test the spirits and discernment. So what does that mean? Test the spirits is, like I just said, like if someone is saying something, like test it. Go pray about what they said to you. Does it line up with what the Bible says? But then discernment is also just the Bible says that those who follow Jesus, like, the Spirit of God lives in you. God is in you. We are the temple in which God lives. Like, he is in us. And so we have direct communication. And so discernment is God, like, is this good or is it bad? Like, give me some red flags if there's something wrong here. And so I'm always trying to filter through that through discernment. And growing in your ability to discern just comes from growing in your relationship with God. Like, the more time that you pray, the more time that you spend with God, the longer that you follow him, you're developing, at least in my opinion, you're developing your gift of discernment. But if you never talk to God, never communicate with him, you're gonna struggle. You're gonna struggle to discern. So make sure the person you listen to is consistent. Make sure that they are displaying good fruit in their life, like their actions line up with their words. Make sure you're testing everything they say towards the Bible, and then make sure you're practicing discernment on who you listen to. And we live in a world where people just want to listen to everyone, and you really shouldn't. Like, you got to be careful with who you listen to, because we're all influenceable, all of us, including me. And I got to be mindful with what voices I'm listening to, because the people I listen to, like, it could determine the course of my life. And it's important. It's really, really important. So that's what I do. And I wouldn't say that's like specific to a pastor. I think that's just specific to everyone. If everyone practices those things, I think you'll have a much better time making sure, it's not a perfect recipe, but you'll have a much better time listening to the right people and not listening to the wrong people. Hope that helps, man. Next question coming in from Granola. Good to have you. Hey, Pastor, went through a very tough breakup. I'm sorry to hear that. And changed jobs and might move to a better city soon. Okay. But I've been so angry lately when it comes to everything, and I don't know how to get this sadness and anger out of my heart. Granola, I want to speak directly to that because I think it's important in the sense where oftentimes we put a lot of emphasis on just human effort, right? And especially when we're trying to change, whether it's change our behavior or like, I want to stop being angry or bitter. Oftentimes, because of like the culture around us and the world we live in that is so performance-based, so effort-based, we just try to like, I'm just going to muster up enough strength to just stop being angry. And there are definitely a lot of things in life that like we are responsible to do. Like we have to put in the work to become something, change something. Like there is a lot of work to be done on our part for sure. And I do not want to minimize that at all. We live in these extremes where it's like, oh, God is going to do all the things, or I'm going to do all the things. But normally God is inviting us into a partnership. And so what I mean by that, Granola, is when you're talking about how do I stop becoming so angry, the divine partnership that God is inviting you into is to, on your part, be willing to surrender that anger. So what that means is you've made a decision where like, I don't want to hold on to this anger. And that's the choice on your part that clearly you're already wanting to make, because some people, they want to hold on to the anger. They want to stay mad at the person who hurt me. They want to refuse to forgive the person who hurt me. And forgiveness doesn't mean that what you did to me wasn't wrong. It just means I'm choosing to not stay a prisoner to this anger and bitterness for the rest of my life. I'm just letting it go. Like I'm choosing to let it go. That's the part we do on our end. And it seems like you're already there. The second part is, and this is where I think a lot of people miss it, is they think that like, if I just do my part, I should be able to just like muster up enough strength to get over this. Sometimes some wounds are just, they're too deep. Sometimes they're just too deep. And that's where it's the partnership with God to literally like go into a time of prayer, like go into your room or on the drive to work, like whatever you can find time, and just go before God consistently. And it's not going to be a one-time thing. Go to him and just be vulnerable. God knows how you're feeling and he wants to help you. God, I'm so freaking angry, but I don't want to be. And just no matter how hard I try to stop being angry, I can't seem to let this go. Will you help me? Like, God, take this from me. And the Bible says, like, cast your cares upon God because he cares for you. And sometimes we attempt too much human effort to resolve our own problems rather than acknowledging I actually can't fix this. God, I'm gonna need you to help me. And when you spend time like with God, and when you spend time reading the Bible, and sure, there are some great scriptures I can point you to about anger, but honestly, just the whole Bible. Read the Bible every day. Friends, this is not just a book. It is the living, breathing word of God. The Bible says that it is alive and active. One of the translations I love, it says like the word of God is like a surgeon's scalpel, and it changes us. And so literally, because the Bible is supernatural, you could literally just be reading Genesis chapter 5. I don't even know what chapter 5 is about. That has nothing to do with anger or anything. But because you're getting the medicine into your heart, it is healing you. It's healing you. Even if the passage has nothing to do with your current problem, it is medicine for your soul. And I love that passage that says it's a surgeon's scalpel, because here's the reality. Like, a surgeon is a professionally trained and skilled individual that has this really sharp, what essentially could be a weapon, but he's not using it to harm you. He's using it to heal you. And the beautiful part of a surgeon is they're skilled to just cut out the parts that are bad. Surgeons don't just go and start slashing away at people. They're like, we're going to cut just the part to get down to the deep root of what's going on here. And we're just able to surgically and skillfully just remove that part. And I'm going to stitch you back up and give you the medicine that you need to heal. And so I want to encourage you. It might seem like odd advice, but stop trying so hard to stop being angry. Give it to God. Just read the Bible every day. And go to God and be like, God, help me with my anger today. Help take this from me. And just little by little, you will see just little by, it's not an overnight thing. It is a journey. It is a healing that takes time. And you will just see little by little. That's why, like, man, for me, years later, I am so far from perfect. It's not even funny. I am a broken mess of person like the rest of us. But I look back on my life, on things I used to be, where I used to be so arrogant and selfish. And I was, if y'all knew me 14 years ago, 15, 16 years ago, before I was following Jesus, you wouldn't have liked me. I'm just a different being. Because for all these years, God has just been surgeon's scalpel. He's just been, I've been going to him, being like, God, I'm asking you to cut away at me. That's my part. I'm putting in the work, whatever I got to do. If I got to start some new practices, some new choices, that's my part. But I'm inviting you to just cut away at me. And over time, you will just see, like, I'm less angry. I love people more. Like, what's happening to me? Like, you just begin to change, and it's the Holy Spirit. It's the Holy Spirit alive, working in you, and it is a beautiful and wild experience of the life of following Jesus. And God wants to heal your anger. Like, whatever it is about you that is just against what God would want for you, God wants to heal that in you. And that's why when a lot of people, when I have conversations about following Jesus and the life change he does in us, a lot of people, they don't think it's possible, right, for them to feel a different way than they feel right now. And I would say this, it's probably not possible for you in your own strength for you to feel a different way than you feel right now. Whether it's I'm struggling with an addiction, and I don't see myself ever stopping. You might not be able to stop. The Holy Spirit will help you stop. You may have a certain worldview that is countercultural to what the Bible teaches, and you're like, I'll never change my mind on this. And you may actually right now be like, I will never change my mind on this. But then if you're willing to humble yourself and follow Jesus, and even when you first start following Jesus, you still think that thing is true, right, or good, whatever it might be, then over time, as you just surrender, you're like, God, I'm willing to surrender myself to you, but I feel strongly about this. And over time, if you truly humble yourself and surrender, you'll see God, he begins to change your mind. That's what the Bible says. It says, be not conformed to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. If you will surrender yourself, your life, your decisions, your actions to God, he will help change your mind. Like, oh man, I used to really love, like, really hating people. I used to love hating people, and I hate loving certain people. God just begins to change your mind. God, I used to hate people that did X, Y, and Z. Now I find myself weeping over them and praying for them and loving them and asking God to help my enemies. How did I get here? God, slowly over time, due to your surrender, he changed your mind. You have free will, so you can, God, I'm not going to let you change my mind. Okay, that's your choice. But if you'll give him the freedom and the permission to be like, God, I'm now yours. Do with me as you please. He will change your mind. So people often ask me, SouZy, man, I've seen you be kind to some really nasty people. Like, how are you strong enough to do that? I'm actually not. And I haven't always been that way. And even sometimes I'm still not that way. But God he's changed my mind. Like, and it's genuine. Like, wow, man, that person, like, just cussed me out. And sometimes my first reaction is like, man, I wonder what they're going through. They must be hurting. People are like, I would have punched that guy in the face. What are you talking about? No, it doesn't mean I might not have to put some barriers in. I'm like, hey, bro, you're over the line. You're gone. Sometimes that needs to happen. But even when that does happen, I'm like, man, I wish that could have been different. But that's not because I'm super nice. It's because, like, God has changed my mind to be like his. And I'm imperfect, so sometimes I do just want to punch you in the face. I'll be honest, there was a guy the other day, I had to come home and talk to my wife about it. Right? I'll tell you a real story. It's a real story and real scenario of my imperfection. And I was driving down the street the other day, and I'm gonna give you a real example, right? So here's the street, right? Here is the lines in the middle, cars coming this way and cars going this way. Okay. And I was going into a store, and there was a person in the coming out of the store, in like the, here's the entrance going that way, entrance going this way. And I was on this road, just, you know, a small road, single lane. And I needed to go in here. But this person was coming out, but they were kind of like in the middle, right? So they weren't over here, so I could fit here. They were kind of like here, you know? They were kind of like here. And so I basically, like, I had to slow down, and I had to basically like fully stop the car. And again, this isn't a highway, it's just a single lane road. So I had to stop the car and be like, I need to either wait for you to like move over a little bit so that I can fit, or I'm gonna have to wait for you to go, because I can't get in here. And so obviously this person's in the wrong, but this person isn't even the point of the story, but they're a part of the context. So because I fully stopped my car, someone comes up behind me, obviously stops, he just starts laying on their horn at me and like looking really angrily in the mirror at me. And so then eventually this person goes, and I pull in, and I come here. Here's a store, right? Like parking spots. And I pull in and park right here. This person follows me, pulls up behind my car, and just like stares at me. And normally, I'll be honest, in these moments, I can brush them off, and I'm like, you seem pretty crazy. I'll be honest, bro, my blood boiled, and I stared right at that person. And I'll be honest, I had a real moment of weakness where I was like, I would really love to get out and just fight you right now, bro. You skinny little scrawny dude. I will obliterate your face right now, bro. I was like, in my mind, I was like, I really want you to open your door. I would love nothing more than for you to make a move to open your door right. Make my day, bro. And I was like, whoa, dude. What's happening to me? I was like, what? Like, this is not, I'm not normally this way, right? Like, this is bad. And then I just stared right back at him, and he drove away. And I came over to my wife. I was like, babe, like I had a real, like, had a moment, like old SouZy made a reappearance, right? Because I used to be really arrogant. I grew up doing martial arts, and I'm a pretty strong guy. So like, I used to really think that was like, yeah, I puffed myself up, and, you know, I used to take, you know, it was not a good part of my life where I was that, oh, I'm tough, I'll beat the crap out of you. I used to be like that. And that moment, like, came out. Especially this guy was like, you know, he's a scrawny little dude. I was like, bro, I'll snap you now. But I was like, wow, bro, like, I was like, Lord, thank you for protecting me that guy actually didn't reach for his door. Because in that moment, I was like, I was so angry that I was like, I actually think if he did, I actually think I would have got out and actually fought this guy. I was like, Lord, thank you for protecting me, for not allowing this moment to actually become a reality, because that would not, it's not good, man. Then the cops come, and I guess that's a whole bad. That's just bad. And that's just a moment of weakness. But 90% of the time, now these days, I like look at that person and my heart breaks for them, and I like in my mind I'll start praying for them. But what I just described to you was what I was like all the time. All the time. And so now I look back, and although it was a not good moment, I was grateful, because I was like, man, sometimes I forget this is how I was all the time. Like, this is what I used to be like all the time. Like, I was looking for reasons to fight people when I was younger. And I was like, wow, I haven't been that way in so long. I was like, Lord, you've changed me so much. I'm an unrecognizable person. And I was like, sometimes you forget like who you used to be all the time. And now you're that person once in a while, because like he's changed your mind. And I was like, dang, that was obviously like, you know, deep moment of weakness. And I'm really grateful that God protected me and nothing actually happened. But and who knows, that dude could have been crazy, pulled out a gun and shot me. Like, you just never know, right? You never know. But I was like, wow, that was like, dang, I used to be that guy all the time. And now I'm like hardly ever that guy. And I was like, I have God to thank for changing me. And it was like, because I normally like, that scenario, very rare for me. I haven't had that happen, that level of like, you know what I mean, in like years. So you almost forget. Wow, man, before I met Jesus, this was just SouZy all the time. Old SouZy was not very nice. I mean, I was raised well, so I had manners and stuff, but you wouldn't be watching my stream because you'd be like, this dude's a tool. I was a tool, bro, for sure. And I'm so deeply thankful, man. God is like, he has transformed my mind, my being, and that's what he does. But it's a journey, right? Oh yeah, Cal. It's a rather stark reminder that sin's always crossing your door. So yeah, I like had to come home and check my heart and be like, God, there's something deep in there, man. Like there's something, and like I hadn't been sleeping well the past few days. I think it was actually that morning I had been up since 4:45 because I've been trying to get work done since before I go on vacation and the conference and everything. So it was like I was on like very little sleep, stressful week, bad recipe, but I was like, man, we are not immune. So like that's why like every day God like change me, because I can't be like who I am. I need, that's why the Bible says like deny yourself, because that guy is the real SouZy. That guy is the real SouZy. Anytime you think I'm being nice and loving, that's the crucified SouZy. That's the SouZy that Jesus has been chipping away at. I've been asking to chip away at me. But like that moment, that's what SouZy is really like. I know we live in a world, and I say this respectful as I can, but everyone like just be who you are. The Bible is opposite, because that guy, that's actually who I am. So I'm like, I have to go to Jesus, like, Jesus, like, help me to deny that guy. Like, don't accept that guy. Deny that guy. Like he'll find himself in some bad situations. Deny him. And he'll do that with you, man, with your anger, with your hurt, unforgiveness. Like he chips away. If you invite him and give him the permission to chip away, like he'll chip away at you, because he loves you too much to let you stay the same. And so obviously long-winded answer to just a simple concept of like, whatever it is going on in your life, I'm under the belief you just won't be able to fix all of it on your own. We are limited beings, and a continual going to God will continue to transform you. And yeah, that's why I like, put on the armor of God every day, talk with him every day, like get his word in you every day, and like otherwise you start coming out. And I'm trying to keep SouZy tamed, bro. Like, and I know that's not really popular, but like spending time with Jesus and following him, like it keeps the inner sinner in you. It keeps it tamed. And then like anytime it makes even just like a small appearance, that's you're like, man, I got to get into his presence some more, because like I'm beginning to leak out a little bit. Beginning to just leak out just a little bit. It's got to get a handle on this, bro. And dude, I'll tell you, man, you scare yourself on your worst day. You'll scare yourself on your worst day. And I need God to save me from me, bro. I need God to save me from me. And I'm so thankful, dude. God's so much better than me than I deserve him to be. He is so much better than I deserve him to be. Absolutely, man. 9-9. Such a blessing to have the Lord open our eyes and understanding to how he has helped us make positive changes. Yeah, absolutely, man. And he's so gracious, man. He's so kind, and he's so patient. And like, he's just another level. he's just on another level, and I'm thankful for him. I mean that. All right, next question coming in for Pastor Influence. What has been, let me find it again. What's been the biggest thing you've learned at this conference so far? I'll give you a few things, and I have to put some more thought to it, like what's my biggest takeaway. But I have a list of like notes and big things I'm taking away. There's some logistical, more business side of ones that I've learned that have been helpful. But if I were to give more of a overarching, let me think. I learned a lot of really practical stuff about TikTok because I've been sitting down with the guy that runs gaming at TikTok. So that's been wild. Even the statement, oh, just like sitting down with the guy that runs gaming on TikTok. Yeah. What? That's crazy. And so that's been really, really cool. Learned a lot from him. Learned a lot from a married couple that, if I understand correctly, they run a ministry out of LA where basically they work with artists, creatives, basically anyone that is doing any sort of entertainment. So like actors, singers, anything that involves like entertainment or like creative work, but not in the church, right? So like singers, actors, so like they're not making like Christian content, right? So it's not like an actress from a Christian movie. It's just an actress in like Hollywood. It's not like a worship leader. It's just a singer who is a Christian. And basically they help them learn a lot of like real practices, not only how to grow their business, but how to maintain like really being a strong follower of Jesus that represents your faith to those places. Janus, God bless. See you soon. That's been super helpful. Learning about things like an email list, that's been super helpful. I got a LinkedIn this weekend. That's been super helpful. But I think just the continual for me, like one of the biggest takes away is the importance of networking, the importance of relationship. And then I think as I'm talking, I think the more bigger takeaway, which is just a theme that God is just continuing to teach me and like undoing a lot of ways of life, is just working together, collaborating with other people in the kingdom that are doing good work. It was really cool to just talk with a bunch of Christians who have made video games. So these people aren't making Christian video games. They're just Christians who make video games. And so it's been really cool. Like some of them work for Riot, Epic Games, Minecraft. And it's been really cool. And then there's like some smaller indie developers, which is really cool too. Be like, how can we partner together? Like maybe I could play your game and showcase your game and promote your game, and how can we work together and collaborate, but not from a like a business like, hey, what a cool opportunity for you to like pay me to play your game, but like how can I serve what you're doing? How can we work together? Maybe at times where there's like no money involved at all, but just because, hey, you're building the kingdom, I'm building the kingdom. How can we like work together to build the kingdom? And because when I started all of this, I was the world's first gamer pastor. I was the world's first partner I was the world's first world first pastor to become a partner on Twitch. I was maybe the first, if not one of the first, so overtly open Christians to become a partner on Twitch. So I was alone for a very long time. And so you just get used to being alone. You just get used to like, hey dude, like, hey, you should collab with other Christian streamers. Yeah, they don't exist. Well, you know, back then. And so you get used to that for years. Well, it's just me and Jesus. So let's just put our head down and keep going. And so you get used to living that way. But it's not that way anymore. But it's hard to unlearn old habits, you know? Sometimes I'm just still in like I'm better than I used to be, but I'm still, it's my default to just be alone and just go for it. And I'm just having to continue to just unlearn that. And you know what do they say? It's hard to teach an old dog new tricks, right? And it's hard to unlearn old habits. And just God's just continually to encourage me with the reminder that there's more people in this space doing cool stuff. but it's not just from an encouragement standpoint, but it's like, but it's also like, now you have a responsibility. Like, especially if God's called me to be like a pioneer in the space, like, you have a responsibility to connect and lead and inspire and help. Because I'll tell you, man, I was desperate for there to be another SouZy when I first started, and there wasn't. And now I have a chance to be for other people what I wish I had had. But I'll be honest, I'm not doing a great job at it. Yeah, I'm not doing a great job at it. Still, I'm better than I used to be for sure. And it's not a, I don't like you and I'm not going to help you and connect. It's just a stuck in your old ways of just put the head down and just run. And I have to just continuously change the way I think, what I prioritize. I have to undo it. I have to undo it. Because yeah, for like 6 years, man, it was just like me and maybe like one other person, you know, like, and then it went from like no one to then pretty quickly like more and more and more and more. And now there's a ton. And I'm not really connecting in the ways that I should. And so that's what influenced, to get back to your question, what's the biggest takeaway? It's just a reminder, a conviction, I think just, you know, I wouldn't say an eye-opening because it's something I'm just aware of. Just a reminder, you know, start being there to serve. Like I've given you a platform, I've given you a responsibility. It's humbling, but a lot of people that look up to what I do and what I built over the past 10 years, I'm really not doing all that much to help them. And again, I can't do it all. I already juggle like 74 hats, you know? So it's like, on one part, I'm like, Lord, how do I even fit this in? And I think that's, you know, that's a fair question. But if I'm being honest with me, I can't do it all, but I know I've got a little more capacity to move some things around and maybe delegate a thing or two. And just, I have the power to change my schedule, right? So I just have to make the room. Being realistic and give myself grace. I'm like, SouZy, you're a human, dude. Like, you can only do so many things. But if I'm being honest with me, I know I could be doing a little more. And that's something I want to do better. Be more present, help other, you know, kingdom-based content creators. And I've learned a lot, right? So yeah, Casual John, like, could I do a once a month collab? I could do a once a month collab, bro. Like, I could, and I should. I just actually have to do it. Actually have to do it. Absolutely. So that was my big takeaway. I was talking about with Romans yesterday. I was like, yeah, you know what? When I get back from vacation, it's on the top of my like big takeaways, things I need to do. I need to shift some things around just to open up a little more time. Because it matters, man. Like that stuff really matters. It really does. So, Influence, I appreciate the question, man. And just gotta do it. Kissy, my brother has found the same. He's a part of a BJJ gym for a couple years now. Has transformed both physically and mentally. I love it so much for him. I'm a huge fan of martial arts. I know you're talking to Scoob, who doing BJJ as well. I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan for sure. Granola, this might sound odd, but while you were talking to me about the anger situation, I got tears running down my face and I never cry. Granola, let me talk to you real quick. I love it. And I want to pause and pray for you. And unfortunately, we are running down at the end of Ask Pastor Anything. Normally, I do it a little bit later. Normally, it's longer. But for those that didn't hear, I'm currently in the middle of a 3-day conference that I was just kind of talking about. Christian game developers, people that work in the entertainment industry, specifically for gaming. And so I'm actually going back. I'm going to leave here in like 15 minutes. And so that's why I'm ending a little bit early. But I wanted to at least do a shorter section. This is one of my favorite streams of the week. So I was like, I can't miss it. But I also have to go to this conference. I can't miss it. It's just too good. But let me talk to you, Granola, because I'm overjoyed. I'm overjoyed with your comment. And here's why. Because I talked to you and I was reading your comment about there's a human element that there's only so much you can do. Now, you should do your part, and you already are. It's fantastic. And I talked about there's only so much you can do, and you have to go to God and let him do his part. Well, that same thing applies to my role in this situation of me talking and hopefully providing encouragement. There's only so much I can do by just sharing some just words with you, right? I can't fix your heart. I can't change your mind. I can only do so much. Again, there's a limitation on the human effort part on you, but also on me. And so to even more so prove what I was saying about there's only so much you can do, go to God and let him do the rest. There's only so much that I can say, but God is doing the rest in you right now. So let me tell you, here's what I believe. You're not crying with tears running down your face as someone who never cries, because I'm so inspirational. I believe what you're having right now is an encounter with the Holy Spirit. And he gave me some words to say, and I said them to you. And now he's taking the human effort part that I did. He's partnering with it. And now he's ministering to you on a deep level, in a personal experience. And that's what people need. People don't need just another good preacher. I believe the role of a preacher, pastor, anyone that shares, like Christians talking, like, it's an important role, but it's not the end all be all. It's a partnership. And what you're experiencing right now, Granola, I believe you're experiencing God meeting you right where you're at. Wherever you might be watching, you might be in your car, you might be on a lunch break right now, you could be in your living room, you could be home. I'm not sure. But regardless of where we are, God is meeting you. The master, maker, and creator of all creation is meeting you right where you are, in the midst of your hurt. And here's how so many people think about God. Oh, I'm struggling with anger and unforgiveness. God must be mad at me. No. He actually wants to draw near to you. And he wants to say, come to me, my child. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. God, he's not trying to keep you away because you're doing wrong. He actually wants to draw you close and to help you become all he's created you to be. And I believe that's what the Holy Spirit's doing here right now, my friend. And I'm just so thankful that we serve a compassionate, caring, and kind God who loves you, Granola, whose heart breaks for the fact that your heart is broken, who grieves for the fact that you're hurting and angry and bitter, and he's not mad at you for it. He's broken alongside with you, and he wants to help heal you. But he understands sometimes we don't have it in ourselves. Believe me, I believe strongly in counseling and talking things through, because again, there's a part on our end that we should do, but I also don't believe that is an end all be all, right? My wife and I went through 2.5 years of marriage counseling, and that really, really changed our lives, and that was great, but it wasn't the end all be all. It was that and going to God every day on my knees and saying, God, you need to change me, because I thought I was a good husband, but actually I'm not. It's both of those things. I have some real practical tools that I now know that I can be a better husband, but I don't even have the strength to put them all into practice. So here's my part. God, do your part. Change me. Transform me. And God wants to do that with you and for you. Kissy, there are times like this that I really wish my heart wasn't hardened. I know you don't know my story, but just know that this heathen receives the positivity and compassion that you share. I know, Kissy, I know bits and pieces, and I don't know the fullest extent. If you ever want to share, Kissy, we would love to hear that. Would love to hear that. But I also want to say, honestly, the same thing I'm talking about right now, Kissy, it could be for you. There's a willingness on our part but then in asking God to do his thing. And Kissy, you've heard me say it. We know each other well. You've heard me say it a million times. It's ultimately your choice, and I love and respect you, whichever one you choose. But if you just know that you can do this with God, you're saying, there are times like this that I wish my heart wasn't hardened, but it is. Like I said a few minutes ago, Kissy, about God changing our mind and changing our hearts, right? There are times in life, and there might be time with you, like, man, I would like you're saying, I wish my heart wasn't hardened, but I really genuinely feel like it's actually not possible for me to not feel this way. And that actually may be true if we're only relying on our own ability to change. But what God can do, Kissy, if you want him to, he can chip away at that rock wall. He can chip away at it. If you want to give him the permission to say, God, man, I'm really hardened towards you. I've had some experiences, X, Y, and Z. That's why I feel the way that I feel. And if I'm being honest, I really don't think I can change. But there's a part of me that wants to. And if you can, and it's okay for you to doubt him. It's okay for you, like, he's big enough to handle doubt. If you can change me to make me not as hardened, I'm open to that. But if you don't change me, I'm probably gonna feel this way for the rest of my life. And I'll tell you, I've had to do that about different things in my life. God, this is how I feel, this is how I think. I don't ever see it changing, because it feels like an impossible battle that I can't win. But if you can, if you're actually as strong as you say you are, I'll give you permission to chip away at me. Little by little, chip away at me. And I've just seen firsthand very different scenarios, very different stuff. I've experienced him chipping away. And absolutely, Kissy, whenever you want, whatever you want to share, I'm open to it. And my heart just breaks that you've had, again, I know, like, very small details that you've shared with me, but it breaks. And Kissy, I don't want to push anything on you. I just feel led to say this one thing. God misses you. I just feel, I won't even say more. I'll leave it at that. I just feel led in my heart to say that to you. God really misses you. He misses you. And I know there's so many layers, and just, it's not that simple. Not that simple. But just know we're here, friend. We're here. We love you. Man, what a good moment. Grace, I barely make ends meet. I'm one bill away from being homeless. I can't afford food. The heat here, man. I see is on because, yep, I'm scared all the time. I try not to be. I try to turn it over, but I just can't let God. And I'll tell you, friend, I have seen God. I've seen God do the impossible in my life, financially, in my marriage. And I've just think back to moments of my life, just in what feels the most impossible of situations. Sometimes when life is happening to me, other times where I put myself in a really bad spot because I made a stupid decision. And it just feels like there's no way out. He just finds a way to do it. Just finds a way to do it. To provide where the math just doesn't make any sense, where he just forgives where it's not deserved, where he restores what deserves to stay broken, because I broke it. He can do that for you, Grace. He can do that for anyone. Do me a favor, put a 5 in chat if you're comfortable. You're just in a situation that feels impossible. Don't have to don't have to go to specifics. Just, I feel like I'm in a situation that feels impossible. There's no way this can change. And I just want to invite you to let him show you who he is. Let him show you what he's capable of. Yeah, Leo, God bless you. God see you, friend. Good to see you. Let him show you who he is. Let him show you who he is. Let him show you that he's capable. For example, I see that Daenerys says, how do I deal with nagging self-doubt that I'm doing the right thing? Oh, man. I'm putting my dog down tomorrow. Daenerys, you in what feels like an impossible situation. And I know that's so hard. And again, some people may have different opinions about putting dogs down and stuff. I mean, 16-year-old sick dog. Sometimes there's nothing more we can do. Sometimes there's nothing more we can do. And sometimes, like, you're doing your best to be loving and gracious. And I think at times it's about giving yourself some grace. In life, friends, all we can do is do our best with a genuine heart that says, God, I'm trying to do my best. Trying to do my best. And sometimes our best isn't even always right. Daenerys, you have loved your dog. Your dog feels that love from you. And the hardest part about, like, we just had to put our dog down in November. They don't understand what's happening. But God wants to comfort you, Daenerys, and to help you deal with that, oh my goodness, the battles that go on in the mind. Bro, the mind is just a battlefield sometimes. It's a battlefield. But I will just continue to keep going back to what I've been saying today. Sometimes just human effort just isn't enough. Sometimes we just need to go to God and be like, God, I can't seem to stop this inner battle in my mind. God, will you help me? And he just chips away. Begins to change our minds, encourage us, strengthen us, to challenge us when we need to be challenged. I just believe human effort. It's not. I'm not smart enough, strong enough, wise enough. I'm not enough. I need God's help. And I love to just pray for all of us. And if you would just open up your mind and heart. I understand people listening right now, you may not believe in God, don't want to follow him, respect your decision. But if you ever do want to open your heart to accepting his help, he longs to guide you, to love you, to serve you, to bless you, to transform you, to change you. He longs for it. But what I want to do right now is just honestly an act of surrender. That really just says, God, I do need your help. We got people putting 5s. I'm in a situation that feels impossible. And God, I need you to help me. I need you to help me. I'd love to pray for you. God, we just come before you right now just as ordinary, regular people. We're not here to pretend like we've got it all together. We're not here to pretend like we've got a good answer. We're not here to pretend like we are something special, that we can just solve all of our life's problems on our own. I know we live in a world where we want to pretend and have it all together, and we want to appear to be strong. We actually come to you now, God, acknowledging that we're weak. Acknowledging that we are weak and that we need help. And we are filled with gratitude, knowing there is a good God in heaven a God who loves to help the weak, loves to help those that will come and surrender and say, I need you. And so today, God, for whatever people are going through, whether they're holding on to bitterness from a wound, maybe someone's hurt them, and they just can't seem to forgive. Like they've maybe even wanted to, but I just can't shake this. It seems impossible. Help them. Or people in a financial struggle, it just seems impossible. Help them. Or whatever it is that people are dealing with, working through. Oh God in heaven, I just pray now the Holy Spirit just begin to minister to people, to help them, to give them strength, wisdom. I pray you restore marriages. I pray you provide finances. I pray for physical healing in bodies. I pray for hearts and minds to be encouraged and strengthened. I pray for job opportunities. People have been applying to so many jobs, nothing's opening up. I pray as they put their trust in you, supernaturally open up an opportunity, but also journey with them through the waiting period and help them to learn everything you want to teach them and to be everything you want them to become during this difficult waiting period. And I pray for Daenerys, who has put their dog down tomorrow. I pray in the mighty name of Jesus, God, maybe even right now in this moment, they would feel your Holy Spirit. The Bible says that God is near to the brokenhearted, and he saves those who are crushed in spirit. And right now, God, if they want to invite you, be near to them. Be near to them. Know that, Jesus, you see them and you love them, and your heart breaks when theirs breaks, and you desire to comfort them and to help them with their mind and the thoughts they're having. Just help them. I just pray for everyone here, wherever they might find themselves in their journey between you and them, in their own way, in your own way, meet them, minister to them. People need more than a guy on camera who happens to really like World of Warcraft. People need an encounter with the real living God. An encounter with the real living God. For those that are maybe on the fence about believing that God's real. For those that maybe, like we talked about a little bit in conversation, those that maybe at one point did, but for their own reasons, they've chosen no longer to do that. And God, for those that are dealing with hurt, and God, I'm not just talking about just one specific person that's here, but I know this is many people. They're hurt about something surrounding you, whether it is maybe their interactions with church or interactions with another Christian, or maybe just what they feel, just straight interactions with you, and they're hurt, they're wounded. I pray in the mighty name of Jesus for those that would welcome it and want it. Oh God, may they encounter you in such a real way that, God, you could begin to heal that wound, to work through that wound, not to just pretend it's not there and it never happened and I'm just going to change my mind. No, but to really work and wrestle through it and heal. Would you just invite them into the loving arms of a good Father who desires not to keep people away, but who desires to draw people in, to heal and restore. I pray for every person here for suffering and Lump and Ooms and Cal and Plessa, for Galileo and Favored and Kissy and Granola. God, may they know, Jesus, you cherish them more than they could ever imagine. You love them. You have a divine purpose and a plan for their life. For AJ, for Nick Cage, may they know, God, they are sons of the Most High God. And you love them and are proud of them. For Die Doctors and Scoob and Ike and Lady and River and Influence and Nasty No Scope and everyone on the sound of my voice, I pray right now that they would sense the presence of the Holy Spirit. I know people right now are lurking on a second monitor, they're getting work done, they're doing responsibilities, but even now, I pray right now they would sense the presence of God with them in this moment. The Spirit of the living God here with them all around the world, able to minister to their souls in real time. Thank you that, God, that you're available. Thank you that, God, we're not just reading a history book. And thank you that, God, we're not just talking about some fictional character. We're talking about a real living God, a Jesus who died on the cross and rose from the grave, who is alive today, a risen Savior, an almighty God with an almighty love for people. And not just for other people, but for us. So thank you, Jesus, that your blood was shed so that we could be forgiven of sin, so that we could have a relationship with Jesus. And so, God, I pray today that for those who are maybe wanting to begin a journey of following Jesus, I pray that they would know today, God, they can simply make that step towards you, to make a decision in their heart. Say, I want to follow Jesus, to not only have eternity in heaven, but to begin a relationship with God right here, right now. And I just pray, God, every person here, meet them. They need you, not a streamer, not some inspirational message. They need an encounter with the real living Savior, Jesus Christ, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, one who there is none like, one at which all of hell and demons tremble, one at which the angels cry, holy, holy, holy is the Lord God Almighty. None like you, Jesus. They need you to encounter you. And I pray today, meet them right where they are and help them, we ask. In Jesus' name, amen. Yeah, I'm telling you, he's different though. He's different though. He's different though. He's different. He's different. Strike 7 has now pushed the prime. Come on now. Strike 7, the bottom of heart. I want to welcome you to the Penguin Palace. My goodness gracious, I appreciate you. Here's the deal. Strike 7, now that you sub to the channel, first of all, you will never watch an ad as long as you sub to this channel. Esteban is here to protect you from the ads. This is Esteban, Strike. He is our head Penguin butler. Now, here's the deal. Everyone that subscribes to the channel, you now get unlimited access to living in the Penguin Palace. All the Penguin butlers are going to meet you down in the lobby. You're going to grab your bags and anything you need. They'll water them upstairs to your room in the Penguin Palace. Now, from now on, here's where you get to live, okay? You get to live in the Penguin Palace, your own high-end gaming chair, brought to you by TechniSport. Unlimited amounts of advanced GG to keep you fueled and focused. And anything you need, all you got to do, my friend, right here, all you got easy. All you got to do, ring that butler bell, and the Penguin butlers, they just come a-waddling. My goodness gracious. But sincerely, to you and everyone that supports this channel, thank you for supporting. You guys make it possible for me to share God's love with gamers and to continue to bring an end to toxicity and loneliness in the gaming community. And I just got to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me give you guys an update, okay? I will be live tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern. I'm leaving right now to go back to that Christian gaming developer conference. I'm late. But you know what? It was worth it. We have a great conversation. But I'm going to leave right now to go back there. I won't be live tonight, but I will be live tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. And I'm going to stream pretty much all day tomorrow. We got XP Church, okay? At 1:30 p.m. Eastern and 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And if you're here and you just made a decision to follow Jesus, maybe you're here and you're like, yeah, man, I want to learn more. Like, I'm interested in exploring exploring more of who God is. I'm going to put a link in chat. If you want to connect with our church, and you want to reach out and you want us to touch base with you, to pray for you, talk with you, answer questions, whatever it might be, you can actually just fill out that link right there, that connect form that you see in the chat. We're going to have one of our pastors, Pastor Influence. He responds to all those, and he's just like, hey, man, like, our church is here to serve you. Can we answer questions? Can we pray for you? Can we get you connected? And so if you're like, hey, man, you know what? I'm interested in connecting with XP Church, and maybe, not even definite, but maybe open to exploring more of who Jesus is. That's going to be one of the best ways to do that. Get connected. There's all the links to our church in the chat. And y'all going to be there for church tomorrow? What a bunch of legends. Lump says, I'll be back for Saturday Gamer Church for sure. Galileo says, I'm going to try to catch it tomorrow for sure. Remember, it's at 1:30 or 7:30 p.m. Eastern. They're the same experience, just offered at 2 different times for, people in parts of the world, different work schedules, whatever it might be. So that's tomorrow, but then tomorrow is my last stream for a week. Then I will be on a break vacation with the wifey. So if you guys want to hang out with me one last time, tomorrow is the time to do that. Then next week, my stream will technically be on, but it's going to be my head moderator just playing old VODs, YouTube videos. So you'll still be able to get my daily encouraging content, but it just, you know, won't be live interaction like you're used to. Like right now, obviously, love your typing safe travels. I appreciate you, but you know, I won't be here to actually read and respond. There'll just be positive content. If you guys want to just have that during the day while you're at work or what you're doing. So remember, tomorrow's last day for vacay, 11 a.m. Eastern, XP Church, 1:30 and 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And one last thing I'll tell you guys, if you guys haven't already checked out our podcast, I just released an episode yesterday, and next week's episode is still coming out, even though I'm on vacation. I already recorded it. It's already been edited. It's just going to come out next Thursday. So my most recent podcast just came out, how to build a life you love, and how to get a vision for your life. And here's the deal. When I say that word vision, automatically we overcomplicate it. And we think like, what am I doing for the rest of my life? And what job am I going to have? Having a vision for your life doesn't have to be that complicated. Having a vision for your life can simply be you sitting down about your life, your family, your children, anything in your life. Like, how do you want to build a life that you love? And there are so many times that we think that the vision for our life is only up to God. But I believe, and we're going to talk about this episode, that there are parts of your life, that vision, God actually leaves up to you. And that you can actually work towards things because he's actually created you to be a steward of your own life. There are certain things he will call you to do, certain things he just kind of lets you pick, lets you decide. And so if you want to hear all about that, I'll put a link in the chat for you guys. And you can obviously check out the entire website right there, which I put a link as well. Pro Hoops! Bro, what a legend. Pro Hoops, man, we love you, brother. Appreciate you, dude. I got the Father's Day card you sent me in the mail. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate you, man. Love you, bro. Pro Hoops, come around anytime you want, brother. You're always welcome. I appreciate y'all. Be blessed. I'm headed to the conference. I'll see you tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern. If not, I'll see you when I get back from vacation. I love your faces. And remember, be kind to one another. We'll see you soon. Peace.